We're in the green.
Eggers.
What?
Good start. Good start.
Told you, you don't need more than one jigger, no matter how many fucking cocktails you're making. If you need two fucking mixologists, then I'm sorry, just go to the bar. It's not a
Hey,
party anymore.
lads, curb your memes. The EU meme police is here.
Yeah, I just saw that. And he just put K. Sounds good. Alright, welcome back everyone to another chapter of Rising Sun, the 40k Black Crusade RPG. This will probably be the last one for most of December. We're just going to set up a few things, do a bit of bookkeeping, and, well, explore Araxis 4 for a little bit, I think. We're joined by our usual crew of degenerate heretics.
Oof.
And you are still aboard the Red Sun after your... Yeah, actually, does someone want to sum up what happened last time? Because a lot happened last time. Even I'm struggling to remember some of it.
Well, shit. Let's find my log for that.
You were almost yeeted. I know that.
Yeah, that I remember. Well, we attempted to take the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and while doing that, we met basically the Dark Eldar leader. He yeeted Civ. Wasn't there something with Joanna as well? She went ballistic. Gren?
Hmm?
You can tell him about what happened with Joanna.
Oh yeah. If I remember correctly, she spent most of the session unconscious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Due to injuries.
That was directly last time, yeah. So, because she was in the med bay from the previous session, where she did go a bit nuts and just charged into a room and started eating things. So that was pretty.
Because I remember that. I was just thinking there was something about that. I just don't remember it completely.
Oh yeah, she caused the blood. It to rain blood.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Along with a gust
I
of winds
didn't want
that
to
knocked
mention it. It
everyone
seemed
off
like a
their
bad time.
along with a gust
Yeah.
of winds that knocked a load of people off their feet as well before that.
But, yeah, she created a storm inside.
Inside the med bay.
Yeah, other than that, Sue just really wanted to kill the leader, but he ended up as a hostage.
He had a pretty good duel for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but we cleaned out the bridge, got back the ship, and then we started diplomacy with the Dark Eldar.
Yep.
And we got a trade route. Well, we got trade. Shit.
Yes. You signed an NAP and I signed a trade agreement, basically. So it hasn't quite come into fruition yet, but something for the future.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And now we're headed towards Araxis 4, and we're going to meet the Iron Warriors.
Yes, one of their strike cruisers hailed you, and Captain Malgus of the 1st Company of the 4th Grand Battalion had a little talk with you on the intercom, and he's going to come on board and have a little quick look over your ship and have a chat with you. Before that happens, though, you've probably got about a day or so to prep before they arrive, so this is where you decide how you want to present the ship and also what you want to do about some other stuff that may be going on before they arrive.
Aye, sir.
Well, I suppose we should clean up first.
Sure then.
Meanwhile, on the bridge, fucking clean everything. I see some motherfucker with a messy room. I'm firing out of the airlock.
Clean your room, bucko.
Clean the goddamn decks. I ain't dealing with this shit. We will look presentable, goddammit.
Okay, Bill, do you have command as a skill?
I'm mostly just shouting louder. I'm not
You may
actually
make an
paying attention.
intimidate, because I know you have that, I think.
Good.
Roll an intimidate at plus 20.
Yeet. That's
That's
with
an
a plus
18.
for that.
Well, roughly, give or take. So, yeah, Voss, having heard that the Iron Warriors are going to be coming aboard soon, starts basically rampaging around the decks of the ship, yelling at cultists, mostly, to get in ship shape condition.
Johanna will follow. will always will on her side of the ship. See, let me roll first before I decide what I say, and get a target modifier to that.
Yeah, you get plus 20, because you guys are fairly renowned through the ship now. Oof.
You fucking
I
kidding me?
mean, it's not bad, but they kind of are a little creeped out by the fact that you're wearing a mask most of the time.
Haven't quite mastered. Oh yeah, I should roll the willpower check to see if I can keep that
Keep your normal face, yeah.
under control for today.
Yeah. Well, not your normal
So-
face, but your beautiful face.
Yes.
My face when I have no face.
Do I get a modifier for that for past successes?
I think I did give you a modifier after a while for it, so I'll say plus 10 for now. I might improve it over time. But
I think it was plus 10 last time. Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
there you go. So with that, that'll make the command check more successful. And so yeah, you coerce. After Voss has yelled at them, you kind of gently go over to some of them and are like, "Yeah, you should tide yourselves up. It's for the best." just to
Dear.
smooth over a
Do
bit.
your, as she just says, do your job properly now, and winks.
Ooh, damn son.
Damn.
So what are the rest of you doing now that Gren and Voss have given marching orders to most of the cultists and stuff?
I check what cannot be fixed, and I start making excuses.
Repairs and Medicaid.
Sounds legit. Okay.
The connection is falling
This is
apart. I have
basically
no idea.
if
Yeah,
they
I'll tell you
ask
what.
us-
Ritualist, make me a plus 20 tech use test to see if you can fix up anything super heavily damaged to make it look a little bit not as bad as it is. Basically, so it looks like you've
Let me
done
just-
some work. So,
Let me just open the fucking roll 20 because
The
my
sheet,
computer is so slow. I've been abusing it relentlessly. Hey, Stu, can you roll it for me because it's so slow?
yeah, no worries. Okay. Let's see.
That's gonna sure.
Shit, son. Well. Oh no, I didn't roll the right thing, did I? Fuck's sake. That was intelligence. Oh, that would have been the same anyway. Yeah, surprisingly enough, Ritualist, despite your best efforts, the ship's still pretty fucked. So, it looks like you've done some work, but it's not quite the result you're hoping for. However, Engine Seer Valenia is going to give you a hand.
Would me helping help as well? Well,
Yes.
My master engine's here and all that bollocks.
Yep. You may attempt that too.
Who did we lose last time?
Okay. Bizarrely, Ritualist, as you...
I guess she knows this ship better than me.
Apparently so, yeah. She fixes up so nicely that on the outside, it barely looks like there's any damage at all. She, like, literally just, like, welds bulkheads over some of the more damaged parts of the ship.
Simple solution. You get lots of paper
Yep.
and spray paint.
Kind of, yeah. She does do some actual repairs, but a lot of it is just cosmetic stuff she's doing to make it look nicer. I don't know if you can beat that, Skog. You're welcome to roll.
What, as an assisting role?
Yeah, you
Or
can
as a,
just
can I even do better?
basically just can you roll to see what your contribution is.
Yeah, so...
Plus 20. Yeah.
Fucking tab loads. So I don't get any bonuses to engine seeing.
What master engines here?
Yeah, it just means I can automatically pass.
Well, you jam your combi tool.
Yeah.
You get it stuck.
Somebody
On
gets
my
me out.
tail. That's gonna be uncomfortable.
Can
Yeah.
somebody get me out, please? Meow. It's like I'm, when the cat is stuck.
No, 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 no.
God damn it, rescue that cat. Ugh. Okay. I suppose I need to address the elephant in the room question that's been bugging me for a while. What do you guys want to do about the Eldar? I'm going to take you to another scene in order to.
We have guests, don't we?
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just. Because for some reason you can't drag the player flag across all the tabs at once. Like slide across. So you have to pick a tab. Right. You've got a bunch of dead bodies in the morgue that Winter's been working on, although he hasn't had that much time to do much with them. You have this guy here, who's an Imperial Navy captive, who Voss blew the leg off once a while back. He's still around. He's not too much to worry about. He's in a somewhat stable condition and somehow survived the Dark Eldar attack. However, you remember you took some prisoners. They're down here, in these holding cells, from the landing bay. And also, Magos Winter, when he broke out of his cell, also captured 4 more people. Beyond that, how, he doesn't really say, but you can ask him. So yeah, if any of you want to be here in this scene, you can be.
So yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll drag myself up.
Yep, just put yourself anywhere inside the med bay and just walk in.
So what is the green and what is the red?
Okay, the green were people that Homunculi basically tortured to death because he was pouring this nasty-looking corrosive substance over them. So those are the people that died of under torture, basically.
And these 2 are these 3 are who we saved, basically.
Yeah, well, that's just a servitor. That guy was a guy from long ago who I didn't forget about that Bill clipped, like, as he was leaving the armory. So.
And this guy?
He's just a crewman. Yeah,
He's one of ours?
Yeah, all these guys in the blue-grey are yours.
So this is like the only Imperial we have to fight.
There are other captives about the ship, but he's just one.
These guys who we put in the holding cells, these are the Eldar?
There are some further ones down here. The ones in the yellow cells, if you scroll down, are the guys you captured. These 4 are people that Siler Winter knocked out as he was escaping.
Gren, are you sure you don't want to be here?
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Eldars.
You have 7
1
in
Imperial.
fact. Yeah, you have 7 Eldar and 1 Imperial captive.
So.
At least in the med bay.
For the prisoners and corrupting them?
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
You could always...
We can always turn them into fucking servitors.
Yeah, sure.
We can turn thoughts into servitors. We need somebody to clean the toilet. Feed us grapes and shit like that.
Yeah, Johanna can come
Not
in.
consecutively, I hope.
Johanna can enter the scene.
Yep, any of you can enter the scene. This is a somewhat important thing to decide. Decide the future of your Eldar captives.
I say we first sort of the human because poor lad. He did not expect this. I bet he did not expect this at all.
Okay.
What do you say we go gently with him? Give him the standard contract.
Oof.
I mean, that's fine.
We have a standard contract. How often do we do this?
Yeah, you work for us, you work for us, we don't kill you.
Okay.
I give up.
It's you.
Slight knock on the cage.
Yep. He's just kind of like, yeah.
Is he even aware he was recaptured by somebody else?
Yeah, he's actually like he seems okay, but he's a little shaken up because he was pretty much lying there while the homunculi was torturing everyone in here last time. They didn't torture him because he was an Imperial, and they didn't really care too much about him at the present moment. But he's seen some shit.
Did homunculi torture 2 Space Marines, or is it just the image?
No, they just died. That was back from when you guys tapped the bridge.
Long time ago.
Because Winter, once again, hasn't had the time to do much with all these bodies, because you've given him a
I'll,
lot of stuff to work with.
I'll say to the captive. So how are you doing, handsome?
I'm doing fine, I guess. Your boss blew my leg off, but I mean, I can't complain, I suppose. I'm surprised you haven't killed many of my brothers already.
What's your name, soldier?
Stephen.
Well, Steven, your situation is the following. You can either join the lower classes and work with a simple stump leg, or we can whip you something fancy, and you can join us on the front lines. We already have 2 of your fellow crewsmen at our side. These are your options for the time being.
And Johanna's going to follow that up with. Essentially, would you like to be one of our slaves or one of our soldiers?
Can Civ try a intimidate check?
Yes. At plus 20.
Yes, sir.
Background doing his best Leatherface impression.
Jesus Christ. What? Oh, you fucked up again. Why is it on
Wait,
0?
oh yeah, sure. I did the plus instead of.
Let me see.
Sorry.
Well, it's
It's
so
because you
let's
rolled
see,
the
that
plus
is
sign.
that's a plus 40 total to his normal score.
That's still quite a big success, even if there's
Essentially, I say to him, imagine being slave to that.
He kind of grimaces a little bit and is like, well, they didn't pay me much in the Imperial Navy. Jesus Christ. I mean, Emperor Christ.
Better to serve chaos willingly than to
Let's see.
be enforced.
Let's see. I'm going to first cast a feathered psychic power, charming voice again on him.
Yep.
So that should be. Let's see. It's plus. Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
So that is a plus 20 bonus to interaction test towards him. And I'd like to do a charm test on him.
Okay.
And what I say with this charm test is, besides, we take. She kind of puffs up her chest a little. We take very good care of our soldiers.
Okay.
Don't trust a war witch.
My one eye flashes.
Shit, son.
Every single time. Every single time.
Would you like to use a fate point to reroll it? Because, I mean,
You know what? Yes. Yes, I would.
it won't cost you much, to be honest, in this session. So.
I just say to him, Tottery can be ignored.
Oof.
Yes, especially
I
for
rerolled
war
it.
witch.
I rerolled. I succeeded. Fuck you.
Yeah, he kind of looks over to you, Gren. You've got your beautiful face on, so he kind of looks at your tits and then looks at you, and is just like, this is a finer sight than the Imperial Navy, hun. Interesting. So yeah, your guys are making progress, surprisingly enough, at convincing him.
I'll just pick you that meme image of the guy. He's like in the thinker pose, and he's like holding a cup of coffee with his foot.
Yep.
That's this guy currently.
To fuck the tot or not fuck the tot? That's
Yes.
the question.
Like,
you need
do
to
I
phrase that quite specifically.
do I
because
join
fucking the top
chaos
is a
or do
different-
I die in the name of the emperor? That's kind of his thing here.
God
Do you
damn it.
want the pussy or do you want eternal glory? It's your choice.
I don't know, Steve. Dying
Go
to be
already
a
at
man
depths
seems
of the
kind of gay.
darkness. God damn it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Ritualist, what social skills do you currently have? I mean, you've got so much XP, you can probably buy a few right now.
It's not the idea of asking the walking monolith, what social skills do you have as he glows?
Yeah. I feel
think
like you
that's
would have
intimidate.
amazing social skills being 6,000 years old.
I have all the social skills of Hal.
Oof.
I'm sorry,
I think
Steve.
you have
I cannot protect you from the Tottery.
Oof.
You must protect yourself.
Okay.
Hey, this tot is clean.
Jesus.
Doubt.
She's not clean.
Guess you have to find out then, you coward.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
What was this for? The deceit?
No, it was for the joke.
Ah, right. Good stuff.
I
good stuff.
use no charm because I have a negative one charm with my voice. I just gave him the facts.
Okay,
Basically,
that's
I'm
fair.
I'm the bonus to everybody else, not the guy who rolls.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah,
Great,
he kind of turns to you and kind of then foresees the refusal option, shall we say. And he's just kind of like, do I at least get a new leg straight away, or do I have to work a bit?
As I pointed to the other and said, soon as we're done with those Xenos, we'll get you right one up.
Alright, fair enough,
I
sir.
think we have a spare.
Enough. I can
Unless-
already see some of these chaps have followed your cause. They seem to be doing all right. So, yeah.
I'll make sure that Winter gives you priority, sweetie.
Worst case, the Chaos
Oh,
God could maybe grow you one.
Grow me one.
Trust in the Chaos Gods, little one.
I mean, I don't know much about that, but if you say so, son.
I look at Ziv and wave my yeet stick at him. Ziv, no. Nah, oof.
Just the concept of, yo, you should join our evil cult. Cool story, bro.
Come on, join our evil
You're gonna
cult.
say, asshole. I'm gonna sit here and not be dead.
If you join our evil cult, we'll give you a new leg. I can't promise it's human though.
It's like if Scientology hang around the Burns unit.
Well, I mean, it is a compelling argument. You know, you're offering a guy a new leg. It's not a bad offer. And the fact that you've already converted a bunch of guys has kind of, you know,
Just peer pressure him into it.
Yeah.
We're good villains.
No,
Best
no,
villains.
no. We're villains with benefits.
We're
Join
not
the dark
heretics,
side.
we're renegades. Renegades. There's a difference.
Villains with benefits.
Oh god.
And I'm going to show you the benefits as I go toward the Eldar Pot cage.
Jesus.
We're the fucking Barca with healthcare.
Okay. I will put a she up for Steve later. Does any of you want to claim him as like a minion, like your unique minion?
I mean, I guess I have the most leeway with him right now.
Yeah.
I'd guess.
If you
I
want a
don't know.
personal minion. I mean, I thought it was going to be Bill's, but if Bill's not
Yeah,
fussed.
if Bill wants him, for sure.
Be back in a second.
I could use someone to carry around all my spare shotguns.
Why not?
I mean, honestly, the only thing I'm going to
Will
be
he fit in the sidecar?
More than likely, he's not.
Can he
particularly
operate the pedals with his stump?
Well, I'm
He's gonna get a new
presuming
one.
you guys are going to fix him up with a leg shortly, so.
gonna ask Winter.
Okay. Do you call Winter over, or do you just want to go up to him?
I'll just go over to him and ask him.
Yes, Fräulein. How are you doing?
Hey,
I was wondering.
how you
I'm sure,
doing?
I'm sure you're there. I'm sure you're busy, Doctor. But maybe you could give priority to the one over there. I think he needs a new. I think he needs a new leg, and we might have use for him.
He does indeed fly. I can put him on the list and put him up there above the other tasks I need to do, of course, if that is what you wish. I can hold off on the autopsies and so forth of the corpses, Mark.
That'd be appreciated.
Alright, now.
And then, because it seems that's what we're going for, she's gonna send a message. She's gonna send a message to Voss telepathically. I'm just gonna make sure.
Yes,
I
what
don't-
is it this time?
I've got a gift for you.
Oh. Is it at least sanitary this time?
Marketing.
Oof.
I'm gonna take a look at the guy. Is he sanitary?
I mean, he could be cleaner, but he's not fucking filthy, you know, so. Seems sanitary enough.
About as sanitary as it can get, I suppose.
I could use a caddy.
It needs a new leg first, though. So you'll have to wait.
No, I'm used to fixer-uppers. Have you seen my bike?
She's going
No,
to
that's
catch.
not an invitation. You might have a go.
She's going to leave the telepathic conversation off on a like giggle.
Oh dear.
Are you going back to fixing my bow?
Oh yeah, 'cause I forgot you want that custom crossbow as well.
Oh no, I've decided I'm going to try and mount a compound bow on my armor built into the servo unit.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Basically after the last time, just now, they're gonna fix that little leg pretty soon, so
Yep.
that's all we'll hit now. Now you guys, I've got to come to possibly the most autistic part of this session, all these Dark Eldar. What do you want to do with some of them?
Eeny, money, mine, do I catch
It's
it?
gonna be
The clip
a
clip
bit
or the
harder
dog?
to convince them to do stuff for you, however the rewards could be quite good.
Ooh,
We're
dog,
gonna have to bring out the back
Talk
a bit of
about-
barbed wire.
Which one is male?
Okay. This guy is male. That guy's male, and those two are witches.
Well, take your pick.
And the ones below?
There is one blood bride and two dudes, basically, off to the side of her.
Okay.
So you got
Are they-
three women
are they-
and 4 men.
I'm guessing they're not wearing most of their, equipment since they're captured.
Yes.
Yep.
Winter's dressed them in like simple sort of patient shirts and gowns kind of thing.
I know they're Eldar, but which one looks the burliest for an Eldar?
This guy, in fact. Because he is a
Okay.
capture trooper, so he's the guy that captures people and, hauls them off. So, slaves and shit.
Okay. Everyone else can go first.
Feel
I'm going to suggest that we give them the usual offer. Work for us, don't cause trouble, you'll be rewarded. Cause trouble. Well,
Differently. Is there an arena where we're going?
Is there an arena? Well,
we could make one.
you could make one, and also,
I mean, we could do
it's an
Like
Iron
a
Warriors
brawl.
planet as well, so they're probably into martial traditions, honestly. Maybe not the Iron Warriors themselves much, but
Well, hang on.
Some of them
there's
Wait, hold
probably
on.
people that will fight for money
Aren't
in there.
Aren't you an Iron Warrior? Can't you roll lore Iron Warriors or something like that?
Yeah, but I don't
fine.
follow regular trends. Is there a new bar? Is there a new
True.
arena? Is there a new
It
slaughterhouse?
doesn't have the
I
new.
mean, it's Iron Warriors. They could, even if they don't have an arena, they probably sell a flat pack for one.
Yes! They sell fucking houses, pre-cut houses, Jesus, like Red Dead.
Like prefab, like prefab stuff is like kind of their dig. They can build a whole fortress in fucking days.
Yes. So, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem if that's what you're thinking of the logistics of it.
Fine entry gifts to the Iron Warrior, something for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I see we each have our own. I see we each have chosen one person each to corrupt.
Yes.
Okay. You
I
each
mean,
get...
I've brought Jane with me
you
for the purpose
can
of
take the one you
demonstrating.
fancy.
I will
But you
say
can
these
take-
people, just out of game, will take longer to sway than the humans. Well, for obvious reasons.
Oh, don't you worry.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do intimidate, how much should I do?
Does anybody has any special time or fancy to corrupt or use any one of these people?
I was just going to bring Jane with me as an example of one of our, assistants.
Mm-hmm.
She's been as well cared for as the rest of us, despite
Me.
the shirt melting incident twice.
You may remember her as one of the people shooting at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we took all your armor, and she still has that lasgun. Now, if you would like to argue, take it up with her.
Remember, you're paper mache.
Okay, who wants to start this off? Because I presume you're all just going to talk to one of them individually, so...
Yeah.
No,
this-
I'm just looking around.
I feel like the captain would be the best person for this job, but sadly he is indisposed in his ritual Eldar skull-eating competition.
But if nobody else is going to start, then Civ is going to go at this dude and try to intimidate him. Well, going to go at him really quickly and try to intimidate him to try to learn the homunculi secrets.
Okay,
Because he thinks they know.
you can make a plus 10, the
So,
check.
hmm.
Okay, you kind of just run straight up to him, and I guess lean in at him and say some shit. Well, what do you actually say to him?
Tell me your secrets! What are your secrets?
I like to think it's not what he's saying, it's the way he's saying it by leaning in so close, like physically crushing the guy back down, and his weird balls face is just like smothering the guy.
Between the bars, the ball is squeezing in. It's
Just the one unblinking eye somehow staring into both of his eyes.
And he's like slowly like cramming himself through between the bars, and it's like it's like watching a fucking jello mold trying to attack you through a fucking cage.
I'm
I'll do whatever you say, just don't let it near me.
just gonna roll summit for prosperity's sake.
That filthy frame image of confused screaming.
I could have just imagined it's like both screaming and laughing at the same time. Whoa!
Well, I think he had more degrees of failure, if that's what you're
Yeah.
going for.
Yeah.
It was just summit for a bit of flavor text for me, but yeah. He wasn't initially scared of you when he saw you approaching, but then as you just pick up sped, just fucking your face is then suddenly right in front of his. Even he kind of flinches a little bit and looks alarmed. Like, I didn't know Moncai could move that fast!
He didn't move toward me. I blinked and he was just. There were missing frames. So many missing frames in that animation.
He just blinked and then just one eye.
And just this fucking Nurgle guy's just in front of
the
him.
ball has appeared.
Civ the walking jump scare.
Yeah. He doesn't scream or anything particularly, but he does kind of just, his eyes go a bit wide and he's like, "Oh, God damn it, Moncai! What do you want?
Tell me the secret, goddammit!
What fucking secrets?"
Secret of the one who, you know, like, he does things with the flesh. Shit.
I gently approach the cage and I push Ziv's head even more into the cage.
Tell me your secret.
Okay,
Tell him your secrets.
okay, yeah, Ritualist kind of pushes him over the edge a bit more now, and he's just kind of like,
I'm just going to roll my intimidate with this.
You make it plus 30 because this guy's already pretty stressed out.
So this is how you. This is how you convert people.
Yes. Well, at least when he's trying Dark Eldar, because he really wants to know that secret.
I do love how you just went from 1 to 100 straight away. Like, it's honestly kind of working.
It's like watching a fat man do like a 6-foot vertical jump from standing. It's like, Jesus.
Okay.
Like, what is this?
He now is just kind of stammering. He's like, the bloody homunculi. What about him?
Tell me his secret.
His secrets? I haven't been alive that long. I don't study the Cloven's ways. What do you think I am? Just a warrior.
Damn it. I was hoping you knew.
Well, it's time to do the same with the next one.
It's kind of the fact that Ziv is this frightening, but this much of a Mongol. He's very clearly kind of blood simple.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a lot going on up top, but he's still really fucking frightening on a fundamental level.
He's just a big stupid fighter.
I gently pop his head out of the cage, and I look to the next cage, and I say, "Do you want to tell him your secrets?"
Okay.
It's like having a pug the size of a fucking Great Dane.
Jesus.
Fucking Ziv, my favorite
okay.
character.
She's not as scared as that guy was initially. She looks a little worried though, you can tell. But she's just kind of like, I don't know, Monkai. I just fought in the arena. I don't know their ways. Takes a long time to study the way of the flesh shaper.
Oh, by the way, did they took the brain of the or the fucking homunculi?
You didn't really get the chance.
Yeah, sadly, they took the body away before you could take some of his knowledge, I'm afraid.
Well, after that, Siv just kind of calms down and just tries to look sort of apologetic and says, "Sorry."
Okay, I think I figured out what it is that I'm witnessing here. You know the green text of like Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. It's like, oh, you show the evil queen your plans for an enormous theme park that never ends. She is visibly uncomfortable.
Okay. Would you
We
like
have a little of art. I'm just going to send it now.
All right. Jesus. That is an Imperial Navy man contemplating his life.
Servitude or
Or death.
Servitude or butt monkey. The choice is hard.
Okay, you've scared this guy somewhat, that witch not so much. Do you want to follow up or move to a different person?
Siv's sort of done. He knows now that he doesn't know anything about that homunculi shit, so he's just gonna leave it for now.
Okay. So you don't want to try and, can coerce them some more, convert them all?
I guess I could try.
I'm just having fun here.
You're passing the time till the Iron Warriors arrive.
Okay, and since he realizes he can't really get anything out of him, he's gonna try to, let's see... what else can I really try? I don't know.
Well, you can present him with an ultimatum of, we can send you to Slanesh, or do you want to stay alive? That's a pretty good motivator.
True. Okay. He's gonna after the vote chaos, he's gonna say, "Okay, we have a few options. You can join us willingly, or I can give you to the Warp Witch."
Gren,
Yes.
how obvious is it that you are Slaneshi? Besides, obviously, not taking the mask off. You know, besides that whole
Well, she currently has the mask off, and combined with the fact that she quite clearly chooses to go into battle with lots of exposed skin,
Right.
which
Do
is
you
fairly
have
typical.
do you have any pendants or iconography related to Slanesh?
Yes, she has. It doesn't really show on the picture, but she has two, air piercings with the sign of Shalesh on it.
Right. Okay.
Gift from her master.
Yep. Okay. The first Cabalite warrior looks over to Gren and almost shudders a little, and then looks to you, Past, and is like, "What would you want from me, Monkai? I would rather not go to Shihu first at this moment."
Well, you could join us,
Join a
for us.
Chaos Warband? Are you insane?
or you could be a servitor.
Oh no, not those Monkai flesh puppets. Duh.
Well, that's unfortunately some of the few options we have at the moment. Or you can remain here in captivity until we decide that for you.
When you say join Monkai, what exactly do you expect a warrior like me to do?
Fight with us. For chaos. For chaos.
I
But
cannot.
mostly for us. But mostly for us.
Yes,
For you?
mostly for us.
No, my grandmother.
Daft on. Okay, roll me either a charm or command check, one of you. Does anyone have that? I will...
I have neither, but I will roll because fuck everything. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
check.
plus 20 on the account of you've been scared him a bit.
Okay, so
Yeah, Siv's not commanding him.
command. Plus 20. You say?
Yeah.
Stu?
Yeah, plus 20.
Yeah, I have nothing in command, so let's see how this. No.
We're terrible at this.
Gren, do you want to try and do anything to this guy, or
To which one?
the
This
one
one?
they're currently hovering over here?
I will allow them to do as they please with him. I will just be a threat in the distance.
Okay. He kind of looks to you all as you're giving him this argument, but he kind of shakes his head a little and kind of is like, "I suspect you would have me fight my own kind. I have no guarantees of their safety."
No offense, but we are working on trade with your kind.
Oh. She signed a
Yep.
trade deal with you?
Yes.
What insanity is this, and she wouldn't even rescue me?
Yes.
Priorities, I guess.
God damn it.
Are you pure blood or what?
No, I'm just a bloody warrior of the Cabal. Didn't give a shit about me, it turns out.
Unfortunately, she only asked for the Trueborn. All else were abandoned.
Fucking... Listen. Hold on a minute. He kind of thinks for a moment. And is like, "Listen. I don't think I can take up arms again for a while, but if you want me to, I guess, tell you what I know, or maybe you have our weapons, right?"
Yes, we do.
I guess I
Look
could
nice.
show you, Monkai, how to use some of them. Then I'll have a think about what I want to do.
If they backfire,
But make no mistake, Monkai. I cannot follow your gods. They would consume me if I were to commit such an act.
We don't follow our gods.
Then again, chaos has its ways of persuading you. We just gotta give it time.
You think that, Monkai, but if I die, well, he kind of looks over to Gren and just kind of shudders again.
Oh, it took time to
Yeah.
persuade me as well.
it didn't persuade me. Trust me. She's a thought.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Okay. He basically just kind of relaxes a little bit now and is like, well, keep me in a cell, put me somewhere in quarters, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Just decide what you want to do with me now, I guess.
Your call, Dark Cyclops.
Well, extra pair of hands at the mechanic will not hurt for the time being. Give him a nice pair of shackles. In mind when he does work. When he's not working, we can unshackle him.
Right.
Basically, I don't want him just to pick up gun and spray the entire laboratory.
I misheard you. I thought you said shekels.
I did as well.
I saw the idea of you just going here, buy yourself something nice, throw a handful of pocket change.
No,
Hey,
sorry.
CJ, have some dollars, buy yourself some new clothes.
Shackles or is it shackles or like how do you
Shackles,
chains?
as in, yeah, hand manacles to bind your hands. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, his shackles are shekels.
Oof.
He's a wagey now.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to, I guess, take him off the slab, because he's not, Zyler basically says, yeah, he's well enough to travel and work, but yeah, I guess you don't want to unbind him just yet.
No, I suppose not. Not until we know entirely that his loyalties are with us. But I favor him.
You keep an eye on him, one eye.
Of course. He's got my focus.
The
Okay.
one eye calls the other a one eye. Oh, what a world we live in. Anyway, now.
Okay, his name, if you want to write that down, just for reference later on, is Aestas, as in Aestaz. Aestas.
I have written it down in the fucking. Is it in the roll 20? No.
Yeah, Aestas, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
He's just a Cabalite warrior. And yeah, you can keep him here, throw him somewhere in a cell, whatever.
Right. Now Johanna is just going to walk up to this boy right here.
Yep.
She's going to basically bend down to look at him in his cage, slightly.
Yep.
She's going to say,
Hi there. Do you remember me?
Just to refresh my memory, did he get knocked? I'm trying to think how he got knocked out in the initial thing. Oh no, because he was Barzal Winter's crew. He what? Oh, he kind of just looks at you, Gren, and is like, yeah. Besides the obvious workings of She Who Thirsts, you look like any other Monkai.
Well, I remember you. I remember you from the battle. And I have to say, I was a bit impressed.
so, and she claps her hands together as he says that.
I have a bit of a proposition for you.
Oh dear. Monkai wants proposition, eh?
I'm going to challenge you to something, and if you win, I'll let you out.
Follows.
I look at Zero and I whisper, "That's a lie."
Yeah, that's the worst working.
I'll roll the charm test soon, just to get this through. But she'll get real close to the cage and smile, and smile smile a real, wide, nice smile, and say,
If you can outlast me, I'll let you out.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh no, no.
Nah.
If you can't, then I'll just leave. Then I'll leave you here.
Okay, what exactly are you asking him, Gren? Because this is kind of weird.
"You know what I'm asking him."
Okay, how the fuck would a Dark Eldar respond to that? Because on the one hand, they're degenerate, but you're fucking Slanesh.
Well,
They know how bad that is.
Essentially, Slanesh just asked him if he wants to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the answer will be no.
Yeah, I
knows?
think that
Meanwhile, on the deck, Voss, his ears perk up as he hears screaming.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Well, first of all,
Okay, let's roll some opposed tests. That's how this is gonna
first, feathered charming
go. Yep.
voice on him. Yep.
Okay.
And then, what do you want me to roll?
Roll your charm, opposed by my willpower. He will get some bonuses though.
That is fine. Let's see. 20.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
She's very charming.
Oh,
Ooh,
right,
this
hold
would
on.
be.
Let's
Not
see
the
how many
fuck.
degrees we've got here.
Can everybody else just radiate anti-tot?
Okay, you've got 5. He's got 3. You've got 5. Well, there's kind of this long pause as he just kind of looks at you and is just, do I? No. On the other hand, it'd be pretty fucking fun. And he's just like, alright, Monkai, let's see what you can do.
Show me your move!
Yeah.
She's gonna look very happy, and she's going to say to one of the guards,
Hey, fetch me some manacles.
or manacles. Yep. Right.
Yes, Mom.
We can change.
One of the rings comes over and hands you some manacles that he has on him.
That pink and fluffy.
There is a bit more art.
Oh yeah, this is the balls go.
That is excellent.
Jesus Christ, it's so much worse than I thought.
Oh god. Tell him your secret.
Which just. Now, the art is excellent. I just wanted to remind you that without armor, they're just elves.
Yeah, I just have to draw
It's a quick drawing. Don't worry.
Yeah. I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm autistic like that.
It's way easier to draw them like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looking at a fucking like zipper mishap. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, kinda. Oh, my
Okay,
God.
so,
Oh god, Hypnophoric's like, okay, I'm a degenerate, but...
Vaguely dick shape it is.
so, I don't want this to. I'm not going to make this any more degenerate like this. So just do one opposed test for it. Okay.
Yep.
All you see is a big mosaic screen.
Yep.
No moving parts.
Okay, I guess you two leave the scene then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No.
See ya, boys.
Well, now you've got the two witches. Now, how are you going to do this without Gren?
Wow.
I mean, you could always wait till I come back.
Does Ursula want to try one?
No.
I'm good.
Just
Scott,
the one here. Just the one here.
Oh,
Like,
I mean, you can
you-
jump ahead and try and go for that
no,
one.
no,
if
no,
you
no. We take it one by one.
want. Okay. Until they all die or serve.
Can we connect the cages together and make them fight? Whoever lives.
I mean,
That's not a bad idea.
you'll have to persuade them to do this, or literally just throw them together and say that.
No, it's like this basically. We are going to connect the cages. We are going to drop the daggers, and I'm going to take out the grenade. And I'm just going to save. You have 3 minutes to see who lives.
Who dies?
Or we can say the one who loses
Who has the,
gets to be a
tape recorder?
servitor.
Oh,
Even better.
Pick
Even
recorder.
better.
We can sell this.
you know, that's not a bad idea, because at least then,
We have one servitor.
yeah, and it's not certain death on their case, although you are leaving them two to fight out, so the winner may decide to kill. Nah, actually no, because
No, we are
you'd end up
going to roll.
Slanesh if they did that. So anyway,
So basically, we are just going to. Is there some way to connect the cages?
yes, you could, in theory, hold the
Yeah.
cages over, which is like not even a test for you, Richless. You can just do yourself.
Do you
Yeah.
just want to see? Do you just want to see two female Eldar have a lesbian fisticuffs?
Well,
No,
you,
I
you
want-
gave him a knife, so it's
No, I gave them a knife. You know.
Ooh,
I don't want to take
bloody lesbian fisticuffs.
yeah.
So basically, let's see how the thoughts will roll. What do they say?
Yeah. Well, how do you want to sell this to them?
This is simple. We need one servitor to do the menial work. The toilet cleaning, picking up trash, our jock straps, our condoms. All the lovely work. But you only need one. Of course, we can have two, if you want both want to do that kind of thing. But lobotomy is hefty business, so we just cut it to one. Now you have a lovely chance to decide which one it is. And I hand each of them a knife. You have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll consider that both of you agreed. And remember, for the servitor, you only need a body.
Okay. As you say this, they kind of look at you in stunned silence. Then they look to each other, and they both grin at each other. And they kind of just say to each other in Eldar, "Fight well, sister." And they both pick up a blade, and they're gonna go for it.
I turn on the camera in my.
You're gonna record this for later.
I'm kind of surprised what you didn't hear. What you heard in Eldar wasn't take his ears.
Here comes the reminder where chaos. Yep.
Like today is just the this is a chaos war band. Let's not lie.
Listen, this isn't even a decimation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is shit. That could you imagine what the Argo Brigade is doing at this very moment? We are small fry.
Yeah.
So wow, we really are chaos. Meanwhile, the Argo Brigade is nailing people to trees upside down and setting them on fire.
We are tourists. Let's be honest.
Where
We're pragmatists.
There you go. I mean,
Okay.
nothing to say there.
Bring the popcorn.
Okay. After a long battle of much acrobatics and close quarters knifing, shanking, flipping around like ninjas, you can imagine the spectacle. It's quite a sight, actually, because neither of you have really seen... hold on a moment, let me just
Witches
replay
fight
the music.
each other.
You've never seen witches fight each other, which is what they tend to do. So, it's interesting, shall we say.
We literally asked two Eldar to do what they do on a regular basis
Yep.
when they're not raiding.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
However, one remains victor. However, the first one is pretty bloody as well. Like, they both did quite well, but it was quite a close fight.
We have a servitor.
And this one's pretty much bleeding out and dying on the floor. And the other one turns to you, Ritualist, and is like, "So, Monkai, you've seen what I can do. What awaits us now?"
Well, first stitching, and can I roll just to seal up her wounds, prevent her from leaking on the floor?
Yep. In fact, Zyler Winter will even come over and be like, "Oh, allow me here. I can take care of her for a moment."
All you hear on the fucking intercom system is, "Can we have a clean up on aisle 3? A clean up on aisle 3. Another Eldar witch got stabbed. Clean up on aisle 3. Crash cart, boys. It's gonna be a messy one."
Okay. Winter quickly carries her off, starts bandaging up the obvious wounds,
And removes
treating her for
the
toxins
knife,
and
I
so
hope.
forth. Sorry?
And removes her knife, I hope.
Oh yeah, he has one of his mechadendrites, just picks it up like first thing.
Sneaking is illegal.
Stop, you violated the law.
Mm-hmm. You dare attack the whole
And-
plot.
There to hell.
Presented with this thought. Who wants to know what her orders are? She's still holding the knife, by the way.
The knife, please. To be returned later.
Very well, Monkai. And she just tosses you the knife.
I use my Ferelic lure to...
You pick up with the force. Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. She's mildly impressed by that, in fact. So,
Whomp.
didn't know Monkai could do that.
Big Monkai scan.
So, in Dark Eldar, fucking magnets, how do they work?
Yeah.
Oh no.
She's probably a little surprised by it, honestly. It's like heretic lure implants. It's kind of an obscure thing. Like, not even all the Mechanicus use those things. Like, regardless, she is now a unique minion of one of you, I suppose. I'll give her a name and a base loyalty rating like I did with the other guy.
Well, you could fuck her over and give her to me.
Well, I feel like this is one of those situations where she would pair best with a melee character.
Probably.
Alternately, she can act as she can mark other melee characters to give clear shots to people who are ranged.
Bill, how do you feel having a spotter in a unusual way?
You're letting me noose?
You're giving a witch. You're making a Dark Elder witch spar?
You could
Look
give her to
alive, but-
Civ.
I
I
that would be
mean-
a good there.
At this point, you don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
decide ownership because these guys will literally become like a stable of companions. It's kind of like a BioWare game. They'll literally become a stable of characters that you can just take with you. But
They hang around the camp and make the place look untidy.
yeah, I mean, you can decide ownership later on. If you
Well,
want with
I think I can install enough fear in her, and Ziv, you can take the other guy.
Shitting everywhere, eating all the straw and oats.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've gotten something wrong.
Hey, Ziv,
yeah.
here's the thing. We keep her extra loyal by saying that if she behaves badly, she'll go over to you.
I mean, and if she behaves badly there, you go to Johanna.
Yeah.
There's a pecking order depending on how much of a shitbag they were to convert.
Mm.
All right, Maggot, this is the pecking order. It's
I'm
me.
gonna go
then
have a piss.
Ziv,
You decide
then
what you want to do.
Johanna, and then it's you.
I feel
like
like
to
we should
think
have
that-
like a order of like echelon. Like,
Order of worst fate.
yeah,
I'd like
I
to
feel
think that Ursula is one of the better ones.
yeah. I think like the support gunners, Voss and Johanna. Not like Johanna. No, definitely not Johanna. Voss and Ursula are kind of the higher tier because you're not likely to get converted into a servitor,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time you're out of harm's way. Cyclops and Ziv. Actually, no, I feel like Ziv is one of the lower tiered ones because, like, dealing with that, it's just basically amounts to psychological torture over over a protracted time.
I
Would you
don't
like to
imagine
speak
Captain
about-
would be much of a fan of the L, seeing as what he did to the last one.
Would you like to talk about plague bombs?
It's like
Funny
it's like
thing is,
pair.
so I was going to say, funny thing is though that despite him having said he put her out of the airlock, I mean, I never saw in like the maintenance logs that the airlocks have been used. We sure he didn't just like eat her.
I mean, wouldn't be the first fucking space marine who'd seen eat an elf.
Yeah, I'm not saying they've made it
I
a habit.
already had my fill of witness.
All I'm saying is that Harlequin's kids went missing.
Okay.
He-
Stu. Just so we get done with the degeneracy.
I believe he's peeing.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
That's why we're shit talking and he's not like telling us to stop.
Oof.
Oof. Didn't notice. Sorry.
I think Civ needs time to try to convert people so they won't just think, oh no, he's a roguelite, I'm gonna die.
I would hope that Ursula would have a pleasant background level of intimidation for being the 6'1" like giant mutant.
Hmm.
However, I think my fellowship score is rather high and my intimidation is rather low, which probably implies I just look like a very large cat.
Okay,
Lord,
I've
he coming.
returned.
Stop
What a
petting
large-
me, faggot.
I hope all has been well and nothing's been too degenerate.
We've established kind of a makeshift pecking order.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Maggot, this is the pecking order. It's Voss and Johanna. And if you behave badly at them, you go to me. And if you behave badly there, you go to Ziv. And if you really behave badly, you go to the bottom.
Yeah, to the Warp Witch. Oof.
What do I have to do if I work for Voss? Well, you carry heavy shit occasionally.
I've just realised that all of you are horrific people at Planet. Well, besides Skog, to be honest, Skog is like the most wholesome character for a cat
It
mutant.
really is.
Like, all of you could do horrific punishment to the slaves. Like, because Voss is
Oh,
an
yeah.
Argo Brigade, Ziv is an Argo, Gren's a Thought, Ritualist is an Arm Warrior. It's
Likely
like,
how do you
Jesus.
install one nail gun into your armor, then suddenly
Now,
you're the bad guy.
let me tell you a funny thing about the Slaneshi mind control power. It has no limit on what you can tell the person to do, and they have to do it.
And that, boys and girls, is why I had all of my armor like reinforced against psychic powers.
Mhm.
Okay, I will quickly show the new art. This was the battle of the century in the med bay between the two thoughts. As you can see, they all enjoyed it.
Magnificent.
I just love the popcorn.
Okay, Stu.
Yeah.
Just to get the degeneracy over with,
Mhm.
should it be a opposed toughness test, or maybe can you choose between toughness and willpower?
Well, I'm gonna say, both of you test toughness.
I think it should be a combination of both.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking.
Hmm?
So we'll do toughness first, and then willpower.
Okay.
I mean, it's like if you want to just outlast him, just shove a shock maul up his ass and wait for your biology to do its job.
Damn, son.
Let's see. No modifier, just neutral.
Nope, just neutral.
Ooh.
Okay, roll again.
You might want to willpower that.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, you keep rolling until there's success. Nope. Roll
Oh,
toughness again, you're in. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's alright. Again. Oh. Yeah, he passes this time.
passes the toughness. I do not.
Okay.
And now
Now
it's
willpower. Yep. Again, neutral test.
Nani?
Damn, son.
He's fine running a bitch.
So yeah, you
got dabbed on.
succeed on the
you can hear-
willpower because you have more degrees, but he also didn't fail on the willpower count.
You can hear Mr. Popos. Shut up, bitch! You know you like it.
Yeah. And he succeeded on the toughness where you do not. So, in this weird contest of degeneracy, I think he gets a slight upper hand on you. Surprisingly enough.
Do I have a button on the controls to vent in the atmosphere from that room?
He's degenerate
Kill
enough
both of
to
them.
he's degenerate enough to foot with the warp witch.
Yep. This guy was pretty kinky, it seems. I mean, Dark Eldar, so.
She's just going to be to be satisfied,
Oof.
and she's going to say, "Thank you. Now go to sleep."
I presume you use some kind of ability on him and just put him to sleep.
Oof, didn't work.
It's called a kosh.
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh well.
I mean, that failed, so yeah, you literally just pick up some and knock him out.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing him there with like fucking eyeing her.
Okay, let's
Just
give this
like,
guy a name.
What?
Should we just give him some really fucked up name that's like degenerate instead of the random names? If any of you want to have any suggestions.
Carl.
Carl.
I was thinking more KH Arl.
I know what happens. I have a fucking neuro whip, so I just fucking sleep with the whip.
No. Here's how you do it. You take Carl, you break it down to its letters, and you turn them into additional syllables. So his name is K-Rel.
K-Rel.
There we go.
K-Rel, yeah, it works.
Yep.
So yeah, write that
K-Rel.
down, because I'll forget it.
Kero. There you go.
K-Rel, that's a good Eldar name. I appreciate that.
Kero. Call.
Okay, do you want to give a break for today, or do you want to move on to the three down here? Because I know Ritualist, I think, wants to speak to one of them.
You do what you what you want. I've got myself a boy toy who is good at what he does. So
Mhm.
How do you get inside? Through here?
Left. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
this way.
You make your way down there.
Oh, you do.
Making my way downtown.
Hello,
Wait.
gentlemen.
Wakey,
And
wakey.
lady.
Wakey, wakey.
There you go. They peer at you from the darkness, the dankness of the cell, and they see you two, and they're like, "Oh shit, they're back," because these are the ones you captured in the landing base.
Oh yeah. She slipped in the blood, didn't she?
Yes, she is the one. She's terrified of you because you literally disarmed her.
I gently pet Ziv on the back, like you pet a dog who you're about to unleash. And how have you been sleeping?
Jesus Christ.
This, well,
This is it.
That's
This is
damn
just
right.
The answer to that is, well, not anymore.
She just
but
kind of
yeah.
looks to you and is like,
Let's just roll intimidate. How much bonus do I get for petting Zev?
plus 30.
Do I include my disturbing voice into this?
Plus 40.
I'll try this too if it's okay. Assist,
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah, just roll yours at plus 20.
So
Fucking hell.
this look is so fucking scary.
This is bad.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Oh, Jesus, damn, son, damn, son.
Oh jeez. Guess we can be
Okay.
glad.
I mean, he's still got more successes.
Yes, which is true.
I
She,
guess we can be glad there's no blood.
she kind of looks at you over and just kind of sneers defiantly, but then just kind of remembers. I lost my weapon. Yeah.
It just grows as she speaks.
I lost my weapon to this cunt. I'm a pretty terrible blood bride. And now she's just kind of shaking in the corner of her cell.
By the way, here we have the pecking order.
Oof. Okay, I'll share this to the chat. I believe this one speaks for itself. Pretty self-evident. I just love how Zip's smiling as well with the big grin.
Look how happy everybody is.
Yep. And then Nullus just, you don't want to know.
Oh wait, I have an idea. I'm going to improve this. This is going to be so good when I improve this. But so let's talk. What about these other two guys? Are they above her in ranks or more?
No, I think that rank is pretty good. Because the corruption you will get from Johanna is pretty fucking
No, trust me, there is something worse than this.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for Jane to just start leveling into like toughness and strength and becoming buff.
Oh, you're gonna train Jane to make the gains? I mean, you can literally do that. If that's the way you want her to progress, I'll make it.
Muscle girl.
I'm really good at carrying things, you know.
The lift off her here.
Oof.
Here we go at the bottom.
You
We
are
have the
done now.
problem.
Is that John?
Yeah.
And that is the updated one, chat. John, Marie. Okay, lads. What do you want to do with this blood bride? If anything, or do you want to just leave her for now to stew in terror?
I'm going to ask.
I would probably start with the usual. Are you willing to work with us? No, we'll treat you well. Just, but if you betray us, we'll feed you to the captain.
Do you ever want to hold a weapon again?
Ziv, ask her to tell her secrets.
She walks between the bars.
Oh god.
It's in the fucking T-1000.
I just love that line. Tell me all your secrets. Just no specificness
What
at all.
secrets?
Just-
I have no idea what they are. Just tell me them.
Like the FBI just come into the room and they're like, "All right, punk, tell me your secrets, all of them now." Jesus.
I think
From the grocery store. I don't know what you're asking.
Siv is just gonna tell her, do you ever want to hold a weapon again?
Okay, she kind of looks up at you as you say that and is like, "More than anything in the world, Monkai, but I've disgraced myself in battle. You may as well kill me now."
So you want to be a surgeon?
I just laugh my balls off. Shame. I abandoned that concept centuries ago. Trust me, girl. Yeah, there is no shame. Only surviving. And you're lucky enough to have done it this time.
Oof.
You may not
Survival.
get get that chance.
Survival is
Then-
all my people wish for.
Then again, you did fall into a lot of blood. Perhaps Korn favors you.
She kind of her Eldar years perk up at that suggestion because you gotta bear in mind they hate Slanesh, but the other gods don't sound too bad compared to Slanesh, do they?
Did we say that the Krone hates Slanesh? Didn't we, Ziv?
Hmm?
Didn't we say that Korn hates Slanesh?
Oh yes,
Yeah, completely.
very much.
Oh no, disgusted. I think whoever serves Korn has no chance of ever being consumed by Slanesh.
Yes, Korn is the mortal enemy of Shalesh,
Yeah,
as
the
far as
shit
I've
to
heard.
go. Proper on. If
No.
only there was some elder that would like to spill blood, because I don't think Korn cares about shame or shit like that. He just blood, does he, Ziv?
Yeah, he doesn't care as long as there's blood and skulls.
Yes, blood!
Oh, my.
Complete blood! Isn't that right? Was blood?
Hmm.
I just shot across the hallway.
Yes, I think you're marked by Korn with all that blood you fell into.
Okay.
Perhaps your stance will improve with time, but
Hold on a moment.
ooh,
Yeah, she kind of looks still a bit dour and kind of sorry for herself, but she is kind of slowly, getting more inclined to what you're saying. Like the sound of just, fighting again, doing what she does best, kind of seems to intrigue her. And she turns to you all and says, "It is intriguing thoughts, intriguing words you have for me. However, I would wish to do penance first before I could ever carry a blade again."
I kind of give her the look of what penance.
there is no penance except the one you've done in blood. To Korn.
You would freely allow me to carry a weapon again?
When the time comes to hit the battlefield, yes, or for exercise purposes, of course.
Yes.
But backstabbing, well, you know, you can imagine yourself.
Very well, young Monkai.
How old are you?
Quite old Monkai, quite old. 2,000 years, roughly.
I'm 7.
She kind of looks even more terrified as he said that.
Almost 8.
Jesus, old grandpa of the Iron Warriors. Daps. But she does just kind of go, what the hell? She's like,
Look on the bright side. The more of your kind join us, we can take you into battle. And preferably not against your kind. On the other hand, since we have human assistant, we can take them against your kind. So you'll never have that lovely thing called moral conflict of killing your kind.
Amen to that.
this
What's
is agreeable to me, Monkai. I should like to inform you, if we are to proceed, me and my brethren will require sustenance occasionally. I'm sure you're already aware, though.
We have what we have for the moment. When we hit the base, we can look for any specifics you might have. We don't
Well.
expect you to walk like skeletons into battle.
I am not inclined to follow your gods, as I'm sure my other brethren have told
What a
you.
coincidence! Neither are we.
Not truly, but then again,
Well,
I've had a bit of a reawakening as of late.
if you can show me the glories of the battlefield and the arena once more, I will do what you wish for now.
I just, for the moment, give her the shackles and ask for the guard to escort her to the pile with everybody else. So basically, we are going to keep the Eldar separate from the humans for now. Can have no shackles. But later on, as they prove themselves.
Okay.
Welcome among us. I think Korn will turn his gaze to you in time.
Welcome among the rising suns. Is that how we call? Yes.
The Rising Sun is the ship, but if you want to name... The warband was called the Undying Sun, but you could rename it the Rising Suns if you wish.
Yeah,
It's your warband
Undying
now.
proved a bit wrong.
Yeah, it was an ironic name. Okay, her name, if I just copy this in, is this. Tazashi.
God, it's a wee elf.
Oof.
And I feel like you can come back to these other two later on, because they're just more Kabalite warriors. You're probably not that interested in them, to be honest, but you know, you could convert these later on if you need more recruits. So.
How much do we have them? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
You've got about 4 at the minute.
Yeah,
Maybe
including.
no, we have 2 witches, 1 Kabalite warrior. Yes.
Mm-hmm. One capture trooper and Bobber.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about. So we have 3 Eldar and 3 humans. We have John, Jane, and the trooper. Yes.
Yep.
I think we are balanced. You know, 3 trooper, 3 humans, 3 Eldar. It's a solid support for whenever we go somewhere.
Yeah,
Sounds good. You can
Indeed.
keep these 2 in captivity for now.
Yeah.
good brain food
You two
for
are
later.
going to. I just look at them and I say, you 2 are going to the slave market.
That is horribly ironic.
Welcome to servitude, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Too bad you were not born with a vagina.
God damn. Oh,
One
no.
final thing. I have found a couple things
Of
to
course,
say.
I say this after the thought leaves the ear range.
Mm.
I don't. This is just for them because
No.
if anybody asks, we just say they refuse the deal.
I'm still on the bed. I'm still somewhere close to the bedroom.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, for when he wakes up, I have a couple of words for him.
Okay.
This way, Cyclops. Okay.
I'm old. Don't.
Alright.
You know your way around.
Is there anything else you gentlemen would like to do in the medbay?
No, I think we would.
Not at the moment.
Okay, I'll just keep
We
these
are
tokens here for now.
patched up. We have one thought being healed up. We have the other one being slowly turned into servitor, and we are approaching the base, aren't we?
It's soon going to be a day over, and then the Iron Warriors will arrive.
Yeah.
So I have just one more thing to say to him when he wakes up.
Yep.
Of course, with the manacles on again.
Yep.
Right, so as he wakes up, she's just gonna be sitting opposite him on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
She's dressed them both. Just for the sake of if this was a show.
Yep. I mean, it's a show in the matter of
Yep.
sense, so.
Say, I'm just gonna say with a bit of a cheeky smile, "You're good."
I'm glad you agree, Monkai.
Now then, as per my promise, I'm gonna let you. I've let you. And now, I'm just going to ask you: do you fear what's going to happen to your soul after you die?
My kind live for a long time, Monkai, and I intend to stay that way.
And that's what I can help you with. Look at me. I am blessed by the one who is the enemy of your people, I believe.
She who thirsts, yes.
Perhaps if you join us, I could protect her from you, from her.
He kinda laughs a little bit and is like, it's quite a statement, Monkai, but my kind have been devising this for millennia to figure out a way to end our curse. You're welcome to try, though.
I suppose I will. In the meantime, here's your choice. I've let you out of the cage. Now you can join the slaves. Or you can join well, I'm sure you saw the other ones there.
Indeed, human.
You could join us in battle. Besides, we could continue to have some fun in the downtime.
When you put it like that, Monkai. Very well. I will assist you in your endeavours for now, as I intend to survive. I would rather not take up arms against my own kind, but we'll see how things go.
She's going to get her smile is going to get even more cheeky, and she's going to say in a very joking manner,
Good boy.
He kind of grimaces a bit as you say that, but holds his silence.
All right then.
And then she's going to call to the poor guard who's been standing outside the door.
God damn it! I feel so bad for the former Red Sun
You know,
crew.
this is the sexual equivalent of the two guys in Wehrmacht uniforms singing Erica and smashing their heads together, and there's the one guy in the corner quietly putting a Luger in his mouth.
Okay. Now that I guess the fucking initiation is over for these poor Dark Eldar. Jesus Christ.
The term is hazing.
Yep.
A different kind of hazing for each one.
Would any of you people like to do anything before the armors arrive? You've tidied up the ship, you've sorted most of the prisoners out, the loot's all stashed away.
I'm going to have those two packed into lovely packages and deliver them out of sight of the other Dark Elder, basically.
I'm thinking we find our best uniform and then repair them so they're still functional. Because
don't we have a bunch of
warriors,
those
by
really
reputation, are very, very well dressed, very well.
We got a bunch of
They're
dress
very
uniforms.
clean and smart.
We got a bunch of dress uniforms a while back.
Yeah.
Upon being
You have to sew some
instructed,
titty space, but I'm sure we can do that.
I'm just going to try to find my old fucking nobles Johanna's old nobles dress and see if it's still functionally a dress.
Okay. Alright. I suppose while you're all getting dressed and ready for that, I will move the scene.
And here we have our Eldars.
Now, I just want to say that this was an excellent example of the different ways in which the chaos converts its members.
You tried a lot of different, what do you call it, ways, which surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Here we go, Stu.
oh
all the
shit,
others.
we've got R of all these boys and girls. Oof. I love it. Damn, son. Oh, that poor servitor. Oh.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I mean, it's pretty prestigious to have an Eldar servitor.
If
Yeah,
you have
very
the time
nice.
ritualist, I'd love it if you colored all them in and use them for token art, like for the slaves.
Yeah,
but
I'll try to do.
yeah,
do that.
no rush, man. It's just an idea.
Eat.
Don't
Right.
forget the captain. That was promised.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll reroute the money out of Knocker's paycheck.
Okay, so should we plop ourselves down on the map somewhere?
Yeah, put yourselves in the middle landing bay. This one over here.
Yes, sir.
I will drag some NPCs
This
who
one?
should be there. Basically, Dillard and Jimmy, and 4 guys form an honor guard of swords. You boys.
Johanna is going to be adjusting everyone's clothing to make sure they are prim and proper, because surprisingly enough, she actually knows quite a bit about noble customs and dress codes.
Where the fuck are we?
I'm really tempted to wear my bow, just so I can, as a conversation piece. That motherfucker bring a bow?
Do you want to bring some of the cultists with you, or?
Johanna, bring a few of the cultists.
Bring people who look like they would be presentable, but at the same time, we could throw them
I'll
between
have
us and some
him-
bolter fire.
I'll have John have his uniform in perfect order.
John needs to stand next to you, not in front of you, I think.
Unless John is that ballsy. Okay.
Well, we approach as a single line, then I step up when we do the conversation.
Sounds good.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna find some art. Trying to find a Thunderhawk for the Iron Warriors, but they're all just. Oh, that works. That's perfect. Oh shit! They have a fire raptor gunship. What the fuck is that?
Damn, son.
Isn't that like a big deal?
I believe that's an exclusive thing they have, so fucking reason that, even though it's not really a transport.
Oh, it's something made by Forge World. It's got to be good.
Yeet.
Oh boy.
That's how. See how it's only 110 quid, only, but still, it is quad heavy bolters and twin autocannons.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm just gonna.
Call the sex slave.
Basically, it's an A10 Warthog.
Oh.
Jesus. Uploading file. This may take a few minutes, depending on the speed of your connection. Please wait. Shit, son.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It's a storm talon.
It's called a
Very
fire
rare.
raptor gunship.
Yeah, it's these. They built Forge World designed this because they were sick of people running Storm Eagles with no passengers. So they made a specific gunship variant of the Storm Eagle.
That's
Okay.
a big boy.
As you're all assembled in the bay, eventually, after about half an hour from the designated time that they were basically comped for you to arrive, they were fashionably late.
Brief aside, it's not a twin assault cannons; it's twin Avenger bolt cannons.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's a Titan weapon.
Oh boy. I believe this is your cue, Cyclops.
Basically, hold on, as eventually this massive just dropship arrives, like armed to the teeth, as it clears the landing bay and sets down, and from the landing ramp you see Captain Malgus, who you saw earlier on the view screen, accompanied by 4 Terminator guards, you could say. And they're wearing Siege Tyrant pattern armor. So these guys have big-ass missile launchers on their back. Mounted on their shoulder carapace. And they look towards you. Alright, no worries, Grant. And they just kind of slowly advance towards you all. Their weapons are holstered, but they're still somewhat imposing.
It's your time to shine.
Do I know the pecking order? How high he is above me? How long do we know him and such things?
Well, here's the funny thing. Without so much movement or recognition, Malgus has his helm off, by the way. His face is somewhat scarred and old-looking, and he's got a Vox grill over his mouth. Please make me a... Do you have Medicae or Tech or anything like that? You have Tech, so... make Tech at plus 30. Like, Common Lore Tech. Is it being slow for you? Oh, there we go. You recognize that the Vox grill built into him seems to be connected to a sort of artificial lung apparatus. It's quite likely this guy's lungs got burned out in some kind of injury from way back. As he approaches you, though, Ritualist, regardless, he kind of looks you up and down. And then kind of says, Lord Malgus? Is that you, brother?
Okay, Stu, this question, is that the name in my old life? Or my old name?
Well, Lord Cyclops.
Yes, I know, but... No, dear
Get
Captain.
back.
No, dear Captain. Also, you have to help this too. If that's the name I should remember, I really don't have time to keep the track of this campaign.
Wait a minute. Did I say Lord Malgus or Lord Cyclops?
You said Lord Magus.
Alright, that was me fucking up then. He should have said Lord Cyclops, that you. Because that's his name.
Yeah, because this guy's Malgus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, Captain Magus. Fortunes of chaos upon you, brother.
Indeed, brother. And he bows a little bit before you.
I do the same in retrospect.
It's a fine thing to meet one of the brothers from our legion out here.
Indeed, it's been a long time since I was among our kin. How are the things on this world?
Things have been going well on this world since Warsmith Goldtrax took our battalion here. We've done well. We've made this hellhole a less of a hellhole, shall we say. That is our way.
Now it's just a shithole.
Goldtrax. What?
Oof.
1 second.
No worries.
No, it's just a shithole.
Being noises.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I'm having small interference.
Yeah, we can hear.
what was the name of the warsmith?
Goldtrax.
Goldtrax. I think I have been with him. Oh, and I roll my knowledge to see how my memory serves him.
Yep, a plus 20.
Knowledge of Astartes.
Mm-hmm. You can use the Long War and Horus Heresy, basically. Okay. You forget the details exactly, but you know that you definitely met these guys before a long time ago.
Was it again 2 or 3 millennia ago? Been a while since I did my memory refreshing.
Of course, Lord Cyclops. We were on Hydra Caudatus together. when Lord Perturabo descended from the heavens and smashed aside the garrison at the last moment as we reached the walls. It was a fine
Good
sight.
times. Good times. And how are you doing in general?
Well, I've had an augmetic since last we met. My lungs are still functional, but, well, we carry on, don't we?
Maybe one day we'll get you some proper rat-grown ones. Always slightly better sometimes to have some bits organic.
Yeah, indeed, brother, is a bit of a comfort. And
I
who
hear
are
you.
these fine fellows you stand in front of me?
On my right is the captain of our ship, the Rising Sun.
Ah, yes,
Next-
the
next.
captain I met. I was talking to over Vox. Greetings. Officer Dillard just kind of bows slightly and doesn't say anything.
Forward on the right, we have Lady Joanna, a resident psycho. Next to the honor guard is our sniper, was Ballard.
I'll pop a salute.
Okay. Yep, he just acknowledges your salute and gives you a nod.
And on the left are some of our recent recruits from the lands of the Imperials. We have John Marine, the man who can snipe with a shotgun across the hall.
Ah, Lord Cyclops, you never cease to surprise me even after all these years. You know how to pick up talent.
The lovely horror next to him is Ziv.
Civ waves.
Don't look at him too long.
Oh, I've seen much worse in the trenches, brother. He looks like a trench fighter to me. Former guardsman, I'll
trenches.
wager.
I just give a finger like come closer to him, very close, and I whisper into his ear. He gave an Eldar a heart attack just by looking at him. I think it was a true plot.
Well, followers of Nurgle can appear quite concerning, especially to filthy Xenos.
Right next left to him is Jimmy Eatman.
Yep.
A good upcoming disciple. Next is... Okay, I keep forgetting the name. Oh god, give me strength.
Ursula, my lord.
Ursula, man. It's... Sorry, Ursula.
Also,
My-
isn't Ursula supposed to be your apprentice, Ritualist?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was about to say that my apprentice Ursula and her assistant Jane. Also another assistant. Another recent addition. And here we have two more, especially for you. I give orders to the guard, and they bring to the Dark Eldar wrapped in a gift.
Okay. As they're, I guess, fucking wheeling up the gifts to present to him, he's almost looks a little confused. But then he kind of shakes it off quickly and is like, "Thank you, brother. They will make fine captives for Lord Goldtrax. May be able to glean some knowledge out of them. If not, well, we always need
Arena
more
is
trench
always the
diggers."
Oh, trust me, Arena can be a good fun as well.
I'm sure, brother, I'm sure.
But most of all, I was hoping to have the conversation with the Warsmith. There has been a slight issue with our ship. Lord Abaddon's Great Black Crusade has turned into a big ooft. At least at our section. I don't know. Have you ever been on the ship commanded by? Was it the name of the
Lord Cyrus. Yeah.
commanded by the word bearer.
Ah, brother, the
It's-
word bearers.
Yeah,
mean-
something I will not attempt in a long time.
I mean, the word bearers. They know how to draw a crowd, certainly, but they lack the military imagination needed to wage war.
Oh, thanks to the good captain and the rest of this band, am I lucky to be with you?
Well, I'm glad to see you are still alive and you've managed to turn this crew into a somewhat disciplined looking lot. Even the cultists are looking kind of sharp. Not bad, not bad.
I could say the same about you, but I see you're doing even better with the four brothers behind you.
Yes, our battalion remains strong even after all these millennia. Not suffered too many losses, and well, yeah, we draft in new recruits occasionally, but it's a tough job when you're the starties, don't have your full gene seed stocks.
Well, maybe we can turn our tides to even better fortune, brother.
Indeed.
Shall we join the Warpsmith if he has time for an audience with us?
We will, no, you will no doubt have a meeting with Goldtrax very shortly. I will, of course, first of all take a quick inspection of your ship just to check on the damages so I can report back.
Our Magus will be most glad to assist you.
Very well. He basically kind of indicates for you to sort of lead the way.
I clang along the way, and I assume I'm going to spend the rest of the time show him the ship with the Magos and.
Yeah, he basically follows you.
Yeah, and the captain.
Yeah, and he leaves two of his guards by the ship and then takes two Terminators with him.
It will be alright for you, my dear captain. The crew could use some time on land. Is there a market nearby or someplace they can relax after the long travel?
Araxis Prime has many facilities, has an economy, civilian infrastructure. All you need to have a moderately comfortable life, I suppose, for the civilians. Once we reach the planet, the crew are more than welcome to leave the ship as they may. We will, of course, set up a clearances, check that the ship doesn't need quarantining, so forth. But after that, they should have full access. Full access to the planet.
Perfect.
So yeah.
And we continue with the mundane stuff of showing the ship, talking about the captains, exchanging information, shit like that.
He basically just kind of wanders around the ship a little bit. He mostly looks over engineering and kind of consults some stuff on his data slate. Has his guards note down a few things as well in their comm beads. Kind of relays a few messages back to his ship. And just takes a general paw around, basically, of what's going on. He doesn't really say too much. He's mostly just kind of examining, the components and what's going to be needed to repair the ship.
Yeah, I keep it as professional as I can, but I mostly let the Magus do the talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does talk to Valenia at length about stuff. They seem to converse quite well with each other because she's quite mechanical and professional as well, as is he. So things go quite smoothly. He does raise the question when he reaches the sort of mid-decks and kind of sees in the med bay all the carnage that's gone on there and kind of spots some of the Eldar captives around and is like, "So tell me, Lord Cyclops, you were raided by Drukari of all people?"
And Imperial. But
Imperial
it was
just
a
battle,
very, but it was a very long fight. Actually, to top it off, we had quite a bit of captive Drukhari. Far more than this. But they also had a lot of our people. So we managed to make a deal to leave each other and exchange the prisoners. Luckily for us, we had quite a few true bloods, trueborns among the captives.
Made a deal with the Drukhari, eh? Curious strategy, but
More like twisting the arm of the Drukhari.
well, I won't question your wisdom, Lord Cyclops. You've been doing this for a long time. But be wary of the Eldari. They are not to be trusted. Regardless,
I just nodded agreement.
regardless, you seem to have these captives secure enough. As long as you keep them on a tight leash, I have no issues with them so far. However, if they ever do act against my battalion and my lord, well, I'll send them to the Slanesh myself.
I just look at him and say, "You can ring up our saucers anytime."
Very good. Besides that, he just kind of continues looking through the weapons and armor and the ship, structural integrity. Quickly glances over the bridge. All seems fine there. Do any of you guys want to do anything in particular while he's examining, or are you all just kind of patiently waiting until it's carried out?
Johanna's just going to stand there and look pretty, TBH.
Okay.
I'd go with the following around and being advisory where required.
Yep. Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
This was on fire yesterday. We did not know.
Yeah, he just kind of nods and takes a few notes at some of the stuff you're saying. Doesn't really offer much insight, so...
So it's just gonna stand around dreaming of booze.
Right. Eventually, he returns to the hangar bay with you, Lord Cyclops, and the rest of you that were following, and says, "Well, I've completed my report, Lord Cyclops. Your ship's not in good shape, but with a bit of work, I think it can be made into a fine vessel once again, worthy of the Legion."
Soon, brother, soon. Basically, I also ask a question. Do I know what we have in stock, Stu? Like extras?
Or
We
just-
have those two Eldar ships that we captured.
They were returned once
Okay.
you concluded the deal, because they used them for basically transporting a load of the people back. and
But
so
we
forth.
have the other one, or no?
The only one you
Well,
have left is the Valkyrie from the Imperial Navy.
Basically, do we have anything special in stock of the ship that we can trade away, or just like a bunch of random stuff?
It's mostly just random gear that they probably won't be particularly interested in. However, he did stop by the armory briefly and had a very quick word with Gage about logistics and so forth. So he knows that you've got some interesting stuff stored in the back. He knows about the loot boxes, shall we say, and knows that you could have some interesting stuff.
Yeah, basically, I think just to save the good stuff and the Eldar stuff, for the Eldar, of course. But other than that, we can just give it for people to barter around. For the
Yeah,
time
you-
being.
Very much.
You don't really have many special gifts you give at the moment besides 2 Drukhari, which you just gave him, which was interesting. So
Yeah. So basically, yeah, he finishes the inspection, and I suppose I bid him farewell.
Um, he bids you farewell as well and says, I'll be returning to my cruiser for now, Lord Cyclops. Pleasure as always, brother. I will see you planetside very shortly. I will take you to Lord Goldtrax, Warsmith Goldtrax myself.
Of course, in due time. Farewell, brother.
Alright. He gives you all, kind of nods to you all as he leaves. Boof, boof. And the ship takes off and heads back to the cruiser.
I turn around and smile at everyone behind my mask. I cannot believe how professional you were. This was amazing.
That was probably the least autistic negotiations that ever happened.
On this like triage of chat of role playing channels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, I gave the promise of I don't know how, but out of my pocket, I'm going to give you extra.
Mm-hmm. So we have free to enter the planet.
Very shortly. I'm just going to transition you around a bit.
Can you just take a moment out of game to enjoy this recording of Macron going to salute the firefighters, and firefighters turn their back and walk out of him?
Oh.
Damn.
That's what.
That's some fucking that's some good vintage shit.
Guys, I need to be going like a few minutes to prepare for tomorrow because I'm going early in the morning. So, is there anything important for the Cyclops to do?
I was going to take you down to the planet and you could form the compact, but I mean, if you have to go shortly, I can. I mean, and I'm sure these guys can handle it.
Basically, we're just going to have like a day off. Like we have a meeting tomorrow with the warpsmith because he's a busy man, or I don't know, shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
basically, if people want to go planet side and be degenerates and trade and do
do the shopping simulator session. Yeah, like, we could do stuff like that, and we'll do the meeting with Lord Goldtrax.
Maybe next week. Or...
Maybe. I'm not sure. Like, are you guys all right still playing this over the holidays, or should we just carry on for a bit more?
It will really depend on the day.
I'm cool with it.
I am the least employed person here, as I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm working over the holidays anyway.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. We might have a bonus session now and again to do the. Because I do kind of want to save the meeting with Lord Goldtrax when Richard's actually here, because it'd be a bit better, I think. And hopefully, if Norris actually gets his computer working.
Like a small session for end of season 1, or I don't know, chapter 1.
Yeah.
To get the, I'm just talking like quest from Lord Goldtrax or the next objective or shit like that.
He will give you some stuff to do when you meet him, basically. So. But if you need to go, I will have the guys basically disembark, reach the planet, disembark, and take in the sights, so to say, of the city a little bit, do some trading and whatever.
If it is okay by you guys.
Sure.
We'll probably go on for about half an hour, and then I think I'll close the stream and we'll do some bookkeeping, because we've got all these fucking minions to put sheets for and stuff, and sort out your gear and XP and everything while leveling up and stuff. All good? Okay.
I'll wish you good night then, lads. See you tomorrow at the Tales.
Natural choice.
See you then.
Okay. Basically, after a day or so when they leave, the Red Sun eventually finds itself fully in orbit over Araxis 4, which you can see here on screen. And you reach the space dock, you could say, and land in one of the bays, so that refitting and repairing can hopefully commence soon. You the crew, after Thingy gives his report, is allowed to come aboard the station and basically make their way down to the planet. So if you guys want to take a fucking landing party ashore, you may.
It sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, why not?
Let me just add some ambient sound because
Question: do we have any vehicles other than my bike?
that is what I'm hoping to sort out when you land on planet, because I have an idea for that.
Hey boys, who wants to hijack some asshole's fucking chimera?
Cannot play a song longer than 3 hours. Fuck you, YouTube.
Oof.
Can someone find me some cityscape effects that might work?
It'll be on the jukebox.
Ah,
If you look into the other tabs, you'll find that there are multiple options for cityscape sounds.
the
At the
jukebox.
very least, there should be at least an inn.
Okay,
The bard bot stuff is the one to go with.
battle bards. Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, eating
Right,
hole.
So we're getting that sorted out. I'll be back momentarily.
Okay, I have no idea how any of these are gonna sound. Oh Jesus.
It doesn't sound like loud screaming. It shouldn't be too bad.
There's a bunch of desert shit.
Well-
Large city of trade, in day. Let's try this. Oh god, no. Jesus. That does not work at all.
I just want to remind you, while you're testing out the audio, we can't hear it.
Oh yeah.
You have to add it first.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Let's just find some on YouTube. That'll be easier for now.
Got too much rice.
Oof.
Mistakes are made, but it tastes so good.
See, all these are like longer than 3 hours. Fuck's sake. Blade Runner meditative ambience with city sounds. See, that would be good, but let me try and play it. Hold on. Nope. It's too long. Right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just keep playing this. Alright, let's just keep this on for a while. God damn it.
Do it. Bye.
So,
Hello?
are you alright, Scott?
Hello?
Hello, are you okay?
My connection being glitchy again.
Oof.
I'm taking that as a yes.
Okay, right. As you prepare to go down, who do you want to take with you? Do you want to take any the NPCs from the ship down with you, including the major ones? For instance, would you like to take Gage or someone else with you?
Well, I guess that if we're going to be looking for trade opportunities and so on, we might as well take Gage with us. Or ask if he wants to come.
Okay.
Pause. Are we taking Gage?
You may, if you
Also,
wish.
don't we still have the Eldar crafts?
No. I'm afraid not.
The ones we didn't give them back, though? If I remember correctly.
I was under the impression they did get returned, but because I thought you said someone said they were shitty civilian stuff and you didn't really want them, so.
I'm back.
Bill, did we give them did you give them back the Eldar ships, or did we not?
I remember us keeping them.
That's what I remember as well.
I mean, my memory's a bit fizzy on that one. It won't
I mean,
really make much of a difference, to be honest. But
I seem to at least
I'm
remember.
not taking a Dark Eldar ship down there. They will shoot us down.
True.
I think we kept like 1 or 2, and they weren't in good condition. If we did,
Hmm.
we'd be better off without.
We had a few, but it's just enough to like give you bits and pieces.
Yeah, because
Also, that storage for Eldar,
Hmm.
the light space elves, I don't imagine they'll be able to take all our weight.
Yeah.
What's that, Skippy? We've got 2
I mean,
space marines. We're not taking.
you could potentially use them in the future if you get someone to teach how to pilot them, basically.
Yeah.
Which you could do.
the Cabalites.
On the contrary, I can pilot them by default.
Yep, because he has hotshot pilot,
I'm in
which is one of the most hilarious talents in the book. Okay. Do you want to take Gage with you? I take it.
Think about it, Gage. There's so many shekels down there.
Right. This is the vague representation of Araxis Prime. A somewhat ruined former Imperial city that has been rebuilt by the efforts of the 4th Grand Battalion. It is currently daytime. You basically take from the space dock, you just take one of the large sort of landers that just transports cargo and personnel down to the ship. You get afforded a somewhat nicer space aboard the ship, thanks to Lord Cyclops' renown. And you make your way,
Yeah.
and you land shortly. And now, you are in one of the main market squares. So plonk your tokens down wherever, and I'll put Gage down for you.
Where's the booze?
Jesus.
Okay. So, for my former successes, can I get a bonus? Can I get a bigger bonus to trying to control my appearance?
Yes.
That'll be a plus 20 now.
Mm-hmm. You've gained somewhat more custom. Yep. Yep. You have a beautiful visage. Let's get.
Then I'll walk without the mask today.
Mhm. Right. As you walk through the market, it's mostly civilians you see. Like, they look, surprisingly for somewhere on a Chaos world, surprisingly well kept. Most of them. There's a few, like, sort of disheveled beggars on corners, but they mostly keep out of the main roadways of the market. And you see quite a few armed guards kind of patrolling around. You see these 3 gentlemen, who, if you look closer, will look familiar to you.
Oh dear.
Those are the Volks Grenadiers. Does any of you have... Actually, Bill, you have Common Law Imperial Guard, don't you?
I do indeed.
Roll that at a plus 20. You recognize these men. They don't quite look how you remember them, but you recognize these men as possibly being former Death Corps troopers. It's kind of hard to tell because they seem to... Their uniforms aren't quite as kempt as they used to be by Death Corps standards. And they're wielding non-standard weapons. They appear to be using stub rifles, like bolt-action stub weapons. So they're not particularly well armed, but they are carrying a lot of interesting tools, a lot of like engineering tools and so forth. So you would guess that these people are probably used for engineering work or sappers, basically, for the most part, rather than actual frontline combat troops.
Autonomous fighters. I could see why those guys might have had some reason to defect.
Mm-hmm. And they don't look quite... They're still very disciplined looking, as you would expect from someone following the Iron Warriors, but besides that, they're not quite the same Kriegers you remember. You see a couple of Iron Warrior soldiers like guarding a lot of the main complexes and walkways, like from where you exited from the spaceport. Another one up some of the other areas. You also, Bill, roll me another plus 10 Common Lore Guards roll. You recognize some other figures further into the market square.
Boom.
Oh. Let me just get the name right.
If the words Harakoni and Warhawks come out of your mouth, Stu, I'm going to slap you.
They are not. Those figures up at the top there, you don't recognize them instantly, but then you kind of go through your memories about the Guard and some of the older history of the Guard going back millennia. These people, probably not by now since it was millennia ago since it fell, but these people look like they're soldiers, at least modelled after the original Seleucid Thorokatai of Olympia. These guys were the Iron Warriors' own auxiliary forces from their own home planet. And they're wielding some pretty nice gear. They've got some light carapace armor on. They've got visors, and they're carrying some very heavy caliber, high caliber looking stub automatic weapons. Like 7.62 caliber weapons, from what you see.
I see through t-shirt, doesn't it, forever?
And besides that, you just, see some more guards milling around, a couple of Iron Warriors, but you've already seen many of them. Okay, now guys, do you want to go shopping?
Sounds a plan to me. I mean, I've already got the start on my bow, so for sure. I could use some more materials.
Let's go booze shopping.
Okay, yeah. So, what shops we got here?
Well, what are you looking for?
You know what? I'll make this slightly easier for myself. I will attempt to detect the presence of psychic individuals.
Okay.
Do I get a bonus?
You get a plus 20 bonus, because there's not too many psychers on this world.
Doesn't seem that way, no.
Nope. You try, and, well, you don't see too much. You may use a fate point, Ren, if you want to really make that roll.
Not really that important.
Okay, no worries.
It's more, I was checking to see if there's a shop where there might be some psychics around.
Yeah, you
know?
can't quite discern any major psychic presence. You sense maybe a few psychers around, but nothing gives off strong reading. Right. Pasta, you wanted to find booze.
Hey.
Okay. Pasta, make me... let's have a look at your sheets. See what would be a good roll for this.
Can I actually try to interrogate someone to find out where the booze is?
You can, if you like, walk up to a rando.
Okay.
Think
I'm gonna walk
this
up
way,
to
Stu.
guy.
His intimidate roll is him existing,
Yeah.
and how much his existence wants them to give him the information so that he'll go away?
Well, at the moment I was thinking more interrogation role.
So
I'm gonna.
I would say ask your question first and maybe intimidate, and then if all goes well, you can interrogate further if he doesn't give up straight away.
Okay. Where's the booze?
so you just go up to a wanker on the street and go, "Where's the booze?"
Yeah. Why not? I mean, he's looking for the booze. That's all he cares about.
Okay, he turns to you and is kind of like, lad, the booze?
Yeah, the booze. Where's the booze?
You looking for a bar, or you want to buy
Yeah.
booze?
A bar.
The closest one is like, and he gives you some directions to a fairly nearby bar.
Thanks, mate.
Well, that went better than expected.
Well, let's get some booze.
Okay. Do the rest of you want to accompany him on the booze binge?
Yeah, you know what? I'll below. If it's drugs, yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean,
There might be drugs too.
yeah, it's a
Drugs
chaos
and booze,
planet.
let's
It's
go.
more than likely.
Let's go. Let's roll those fucking awareness checks, boy.
Okay.
We
Now, I need to do a lozzie and find a scene for a bar, because I was finding a bar a while ago, but I couldn't find the art
We
for it.
could just be like off screen while the others do other stuff.
The trick is to realise that I do it way more often than she does. I just bullshit about what I'm doing.
Hey, worst case, Stu, we can just do it off screen and let the other ones do their shit while we do
There's
it.
like a bar.
I've actually
around there.
found a really nice bar already.
Nice.
Hey, nice. Nice futuristic one. Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit dingy, but it kind of works, actually.
Have you seen the place we're in?
Yeah. It's probably from the same place I got this art, to be honest. It's on Pine Rest. So. Right. I'll just quickly make a new page. Fucking bar.
We should get some of the fucking Kriegsmarine drunk,
That would be pretty funny, to be fair.
and then try and find out where they park their vehicle of choice.
Alright.
And we Shanghai the Kriegsmarine with their own vehicle.
That'd be quite intriguing. I mean, to be fair, you could just buy a vehicle. That might be a possibility.
True.
Give me a moment. That player. Okay, boys, I'm going to transition you. For now, just imagine the NPCs. I'll plonk them down if needs be. Okay! Find a bar!
Well, dang.
Unironically way nicer than I was expecting.
I mean, look at that fucking dapper gentleman in the suit.
Look at,
Oh,
the
yeah.
look at the fully stocked bar.
Ooh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like, holy shit, you found a nice place, Sim.
The bars locally don't have that many like drinks and stock.
I'll be honest, I
Yeah.
was expecting a rave. This is way better.
Alright, guys, yeah, just plonk yourselves down.
On those bars where you can cover the entirety of the floor in like 4 steps, but has more booze in one place than you've ever seen in your life.
I don't think the entire bar is shown in this picture. I doubt it anyway.
You could probably sit down, like, on the seats.
I mean, it's literally just whatever.
It's an abstract, so yeah, don't worry about it.
It's an abstract kind of hell.
Okay. You pretty much make your way over to the bar. There is... Actually, all of you roll perception for me.
You mean awareness?
Oh, yes. My apologies.
Sir, yes, sir.
God, Gren,
Just plain.
Gren taking no shit today.
Okay. Okay, you all kind of have a look around at the scene in the bar, and it just, for most of you, it just seems like a normal scene. However, Voss Ballard notices. They can't hide from a former guardsman. a couple Volks Grenadiers off duty in the bar. Just sitting over there by the edge of the bar. Anyway, so I presume you'll sit yourselves down and order some drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. You will.
Just some basic alcohol to start.
Okay, you pour yourself some like ales and beers or whatever the fuck they drink here.
Yep. Now let's look. Now,
Every fibre of my
Volks.
being is crying out, "I'll just have a baby sham." So incredibly fucking camp.
It's
Just a lager top, son.
it's okay.
Let's have a lager shandy.
It's not the nicest booze you ever had, but it's not the worst, so it's kind of alright.
It's not whatever they filter out of the fucking air conditioning system.
Nah,
Shit.
boy. Let me find the book.
Oh, the shit in the 40k books is the most heinous shit possible. Like literally, I shit you not, in the not the uplifting primer, but in the like online website based one, the new one. They explain that recaf is no longer made from herbs, and it is now made from regimental waste.
Oh no.
Now it's very ambiguous as to what that means, intentionally so.
I think we all know what it means.
Yeah.
Blood, piss, God knows what else. Motor neurons,
Oh,
It's like-
priones,
Ugh.
bits of tone. No, it's just a glass of toenails.
Ugh. Well, that's probably some kind of alcohol. But that's probably for the drinking games.
Oh god, are you gonna just play Never Have I Ever in the bar?
Oh,
It would be
please,
one way to get
no.
that for- Yeah, just start listing off war crimes. And fucking Volksgrenadiers would be dead in about 2
Oh
minutes.
yeah.
So, never have I ever, before you finish the sentence, Johanna drinks a bottle.
Damn son.
Now we're gonna need you sober for this next bit. Line up, get yourself a drink, make it a Shirley Temple, make it the largest glass you can find.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you get some drinks. You chill out for a little bit. And the scene in the bar doesn't seem to change particularly much.
Okay, let's see. Alcohol. My favorite page in the book: drugs and consumables. Alcohol.
Yep.
Alcohol grants the user a +10 bonus on any toughness test, and may also be used in some first aid situations to deaden pain and cleanse a wound. The user may suffer from drunkenness if they are not wary, and must take a ordinary +10 toughness test after imbibing with modifiers based on the beverage. Poor craftsmanship is a challenging +0 toughness test, while good and best are a
Wait a minute.
routine +20 and EC +30 test.
Are they trying to tell me that nicer booze is
Yeah, it's hard to
Okay,
forget.
that
Stu-
does that make sense? I'm kinda
Well,
Yes, it
nicer
does
booze
on-
is
it's-
wine and stuff like that.
Oh.
The idea is that it's less poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
While-
right.
Have you ever drunk something like Imperium vodka?
I may have
Vodka.
done once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you're not certain whether you did or not is fucking evidence enough.
Mm-hmm. It's
I've had
like
that stuff. It's foul fucking petrol.
Oof.
you have to understand, the rougher alcohol is, the more it's going to get you fucked, because not
It's
as
not been
much
filtered out
taste.
properly and shit, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, not-
why is this vodka milky?
Well,
Did you bother
So,
distilling
yeah.
it past fuel grade? No, we did not.
So yeah, basically, if you're taking just normal booze, it's an ordinary +10 toughness test. But if you're taking like the serious shit, it's a challenging toughness test. In other words, Johanna is going to be a lightweight. Because her
okay.
toughness is shit.
Yeah, it's common quality booze, this stuff you're drinking, so
Oh, Sue loves his books. He's got a lot of toughness.
Okay, so you
Toughness.
gonna go ham and drink a bit more than the rest of them?
Of course. He's gonna do a lot of whiskey today.
Okay. Yep, you order a bunch of whiskey and you start necking it. Make a toughness test at plus 10 because it's common booze, if I got that right from what you're saying.
Yep.
I'll always assume that.
Assume what? Oh,
Okay, he wasn't really that tough today.
Right, so that is a -10 penalty to agility, perception, intelligence, and willpower-based tests for the next hour plus 1 additional hour for every degree of failure.
you only fail with 1 degree, so
You're drunk for 2 hours.
Yep.
Oh, now I see how this works. By drinking more and more, you stack it. Now I see.
That's fucking great. So at the minute you're just at a -10 for most of your stats. Okay. Does it say weapon and ballistic skill, by the way?
No.
You can still beat the shit out of people while trying.
And you get a +10 to your bonus.
Oh.
To your toughness. So technically speaking, since that's a +10 to toughness, not toughness tests, your toughness bonus increases due to alcohol. No. Sorry, it says toughness tests. Sorry, I missed that the first time.
Oh god.
If they had missed that though, that would be fucking.
If it didn't say toughness tests.
Okay. Bill, I presume you drink the same level as Johan and don't go full out.
Yeah, I'm just getting me a good sip and like whiskey, and I'm pacing myself.
This is such a classy gentleman. All right.
Okay, now time to do the other awareness test. Where the drug dealers at? Do I get a plus? Do I get a modifier for this? Since I'm used to finding those people.
You get a +20 because, for one thing, you're used to that, finding such people, and also, it's a chaos planet. It's not exactly fully illegal. It's the Iron Wars themselves don't particularly like it, but they don't also give a shit what the civvies are up to, really, as long as they don't harm
I
them.
can't roll for shit today.
Okay, with your nice haze you're getting from the booze, you don't quite make out where they might. You think you see a couple of people that might be dealers, but you're not 100%.
It's awareness, right?
Yep, +10 for you, Bill. Unless, of course, you have a habit of yeah.
I see everything.
You see a guy sitting in the corner by one of the little corner tails. Let me just plonk him down. Who looks like he might be a dealer. You're pretty certain he's got that look.
I'm gonna kind of just carefully grab Joanna by the chin and kind of turn her head to look at the drug dealer.
Just put it there.
Him.
She's going to give you. She's not quite drunk yet. She's like very slightly tipsy. But she's going to give you a somewhat hazy smile and just like just throw you a kiss. Thank you. Thank you.
You need to charm, get fucked.
She wasn't trying to charm you. It's just Johanna being Johanna, man.
Still need to charm, still get fucked.
Bill, immune
Right.
to your deviancy.
There are talents to bypass that, you know.
Vos Ballard, the man that plays Corruption of Champions for the story.
Yeah.
Unironically.
God damn it. I knew it would get mentioned tonight at some point.
I've been playing that game
Corruption.
though.
Corruption
Corruption
of
score
El-
0.
I've been playing that game the whole time we've been playing it.
Well, whatever gets you into character, champ.
Don't you have 3 corruption, Bill, though? Because I'm pretty sure everyone got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all did.
Alright.
We all did.
But practically you're at 0. Okay.
I'm 18. Whew, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a test soon when you get another couple.
Well, one of those, legally speaking, has a requirement for the latter.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I'm going to approach the drug dealer in the corner.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Gage comes with you as well. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah. I guess he wants some booze before he starts doing
Yeah,
business.
he enjoys the
Yeah.
taste of booze. He doesn't get much out of it, but he enjoys the taste of it. All right. How do you approach this? Do you just kind of slyly sit down next to him like fucking Han Solo and Greedo?
Yeah, she's going to take her bottle. She's going to take her bottle with her. You know, bottle and glass. She's not that. She still has some of those noble habits from her past.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of clashes with her degeneracy at times, but you know, that's how it is.
Yep.
And she's just going to slink right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say,
So,
and she's going to get on her real, you know, just her real girly mood face.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
so, I'm a little new in town. I was wondering if maybe you'd had something special for a pretty girl.
I've got all kinds of things here, hon. What's your poison?
See,
I'm feeling something exotic.
Exotic? Let's see what I've got. Okay, I'm just gonna find the drug rules. There are many. This is the one nice thing about Black Crusade. There are copious amounts of drug rules. Oh god, there's a drug here called Res.
that's a lot of drugs.
It will take 10 years to get a HD remix of it.
Let's see
It will
now.
only be on Xbox Live.
Let's see now. Like, she's not really gonna like I've said before. She's a connoisseur of the illegal substance. So she's just going to, you know, see what he's got, see what sounds interesting.
Right. He kind of just discreetly leans in and takes a sip of his drink and says, I do find a noble-born lady such as yourselves might be interested in some plas.
Could you repeat that in?
PLAS.
Oh, class. Okay.
It's very rare.
Mm-hmm.
I figured you might find that interesting, that one. He does not have D-dust before you ask that is, well...
I wasn't going to. I was saying exotic because, like,
Yeah.
you don't ask a random fucking drug dealer if he's got a specific drug unless that drug is common, or you know.
Yeah, like, he's probably got weed, like, that's only rare, so...
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a joint of the devil's lettuce?
Right. Is it regular plus? Because it has poor and good quality.
He has regular plus.
Okay.
He also mentions he has a fair amount of rose on him as well.
Rose.
Rose is something you would like as well.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Besides also some of the bits of usual stuff like Obscura and all that.
Right. I will try. I'll say. And she'll say, trying to be a bit discreet.
A flower for a girl wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I think I can fix you up with that, hon. Okay.
Infamy?
Yeah. make an infamy check. You can make this easier if you want to like try and charm him a bit as well.
Yeah. Just say she'll, do like she'll lean onto the table a little bit,
Yep.
accentuating her feminine features.
Yep.
And she also did manage to do the face of Slanesh today, so I don't know how that works.
That'll give you. Might give you a plus 20. Yeah, I'll give you a plus 20.
To the charm test.
Uh huh.
Fuck.
Oh.
I can't roll for shit
He's
today.
not really in the mood for thoughterry today, but he's not put off by it. He's just kind of like, I've had
That's
a long
fair
day,
enough.
hun. Let's just do some business.
She's going to lean slightly back then.
All right then.
I mean, she was put down harshly, so she's just go. So I mean, she doesn't really have much choice but to accept that.
Yep.
It's the way of the top.
Yep.
Right. So a
So-
neutral infamy roll, or
Yeah. How many do you want?
I mean, let's see, a
He
single.
could give you a couple of doses potentially.
I'll take. I know a single gives you a bonus, but I'll take a couple of both doses.
Okay.
And it's very rare, so that gives me a negative, doesn't it?
It's currently your tests on -10. If you want common, 2 to 4, and then scare, rare. Yep. It's -10 check.
-10. Is there any way I could raise that right now?
You could try charming him again as he tells you the vague price.
I'll try to, first of all, very subtly influence his mind
Okay.
using my psychic might. Ah, fuck.
Shit, son.
Jesus Christ. I'm just
Shit.
trying to get some fucking drugs.
I think the booze
You
is
just-
affecting you.
Did you just explode a person?
No, she didn't
No,
roll a
no.
double. It's fine. It's fetid, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, well then, the last thing I'll do is just, well, since I didn't really get that off, I don't really see the point in charming him too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just try it. If it doesn't work, I'll just ask for some fucking
Obscura.
some more obscura.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah, he's just kind of like, yeah, I haven't got quite that much on me hand, but I've got other fine stuff.
Hold
So good.
I think
We've lost
somebody
the grin. Oof.
I think somebody came into his room.
Can't believe we just witnessed a dome invasion.
Damn, son.
Sorry, gotta go.
All right.
Oh,
In that
Like-
case, while he's negotiating with the dealer and his dorm, would any of you two like to do anything?
Boss may move first.
I think what we do is now. I would never use someone's character as abilities in their absence. That would be amoral. However, I say we get these fucking Kriegers drunk off their ass and steal whatever ride they have.
Okay.
Well,
And far be it for me to suggest that we point the cat in their direction and get a couple of rounds in.
true. So does not disagree with that.
Okay. The way I'll play this is you bring Gren over after her unsuccessful drug deal.
Okay, we'll have a group huddle.
Yep.
We'll consider the plan. Plan is step one. Johanna access the kind of prow of this whole operation, allowing us to getting us a space on their table.
Mm-hmm.
From there we get around in. And we get there. We keep getting drinks that have got not a lot of booze in. we keep getting them like whiskey and vodka and poutine, shit like that. Stuff that fucking dissolves teeth.
Oof.
And we just get them drunker and drunker. We'll, at some point in the evening, I'll ask what I will probably like flip my keys around a bit and talk about my bike. We use that as an icebreaker to bring up the fact that they might have a vehicle of their own that we can steal. We won't mention to them that we're going to steal it, mind you. Just to clarify, because, you know.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. I won't roll too many dice for this. Basically, you go through the plan. You see Gran walk over to them and approach them. Or rather, Johanna. They seem somewhat taken in by the idea of having more rounds of booze. They've already drunk a few more. And the idea was, what, to have her bring you guys over as well as, like, drinking buddies and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's the icebreaker.
Yep.
She keeps them talking, she keeps them titillated and drunk.
Yep. Gage basically moves further down the bar. He doesn't join you, but he like keeps an eye on you. He's still got his pistol and shit on him, just a knife and stuff.
So this is just sitting there like moving.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going into this unarmed either.
Oh yeah, like no one would
Oh.
take your weapons away from you unless you were going to somewhere very specific. So, and the bar does have like guards and shit. So. Anyway, you chill out with the Kriegers for a bit. You get them a little bit more drunk. And as you broach the talk about your vehicles and stuff, one of them will kind of blab out that they have they tend to ride in a Salamander scout vehicle when they're doing their patrols out in the desert.
Oh, fuck me, size. I haven't seen one of those things in years.
Damn, dude.
Those things still able to get up a good clip, even on the dunes?
Yeah, I hear they're pretty, they can be pretty maneuverable, pretty fast. They do us well enough. The agencies keep them going pretty well. We do a little bit of maintenance ourselves as well, after all. Don't work for the mechanicus anymore, yeah? Do what we fucking well like with our vehicles nowadays.
No, you should see some of the shit we've been up to with ours.
Oh.
You'd be surprised how fast a bike can go these days. Just as long as you have a fucking mechanicus boy breathing down your neck.
Tell me about it, you know. I fucking... Best thing that ever happened to me was getting captured by the Iron Warriors. It was rough at first, but they made us see what the Imperium was really like. Just fucking throwing our boys into the meat grinder constantly, you know. Dying, fucking dying again.
Goes to show, it says something about the state of the affairs when the boys all about spikes and sodomy are suddenly the more survivable option.
Well, yeah, you know, they give us stuff to do instead of just fucking charging machine guns all day. Let us, you know, repair the farms. Let us keep the defenses working. I mean, they give us fuck all for guns, but it's all right, you know. Kills a few rats out there in the desert, a few wolves.
It's all about knowing the right people to speak to when it comes to guns, man.
Oh yeah.
What you boys run these days? 7.62, 7.92 by 5.5, something like that.
Well, mostly we're using our stub rifles at the minute, but I've got this nice piece here. He kind of pulls out a sort of hand cannon on the table that's a fairly nice model, well maintained and stuff. So yeah, this piece is pretty nice, you know.
Nothing quite beats the kick of a good order.
Yeah, certainly not.
Where they got you boys stationed anyway? Yeah, like, it seems you've got a good thing going, like you're doing maintenance for the boys out there.
Yeah, the Envoyers, they keep us this city, this planetary, where they have their outposts. They keep this place running well. They've set up fucking farms. They've had them going for years, bringing in food, spots population. It's good
See,
shit. They're building stuff here on this planet, this shittle.
That's the advantage of working for the and he rolls his eyes. He said, "Ruinous powers." We get a chance to diversify a little bit. We don't have the Departamento Munitorum or what have you, saying we can't have more than one thing in the same regiment in case we go rogue.
Oh yeah, I can own this
No.
fucking beast and no one gives a shit.
Nick's unit firepower. Oh, that's a beautiful thing to say.
Ah, yeah.
Those shit are popping early.
No boys,
Yeah,
never could hold that drink.
To Papa Nurgle and they'll drink as you say that. And yeah, they progressively get more and more wasted. If you wish to do anything, now's the time.
You boys need a ride home?
I've got our parts found the corner. I've got the scout vehicle. It's locked down, but I've got keys somehow. He kind of fumbles around a bit, like trying to think where his keys have gone. He's like, yeah, right here, and you just kind of make a awareness check at +20.
Wait.
Yeah, you see the keys kind of clipped to one of his belts, basically.
I'm just gonna offer up. I'm doing the -10 because it's a perception-based one.
Yeah, and you're pissed, so
Yeah.
you kind of try to notice it, but his hand just kind of is a blur emotion. You don't quite pick out where he's pointing at.
You have blurry hands, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, bloody hands.
Tell you what, man. We got a designated driver if you want to ride home.
Fuck
Got
it,
someone.
you know what, man, it's been a long night. We should probably get going. Thank you, Fraulein, you've been delightful. And, you know, Gren does her thing. Yep.
Oof.
And, yeah. They make a move to leave with you guys.
Okay. Okay, so the plan at this stage is they are like, I'm guessing they're staggering drunk.
Yeah. They're
Like
pretty
they're
much
barely
done.
able to walk.
Yes. That is how wasted they are.
We got a salamander transport, which is open top, but it does its job. We're going to sit them down, you know, put the heads between the knees as you do with people this drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Because in about 10 minutes, the rest of what they drank is going to hit them like a fucking truck.
Yep.
And they are either going to pass out or wish they had.
Yep.
We will hand the keys to our designated driver. Everyone's
You are,
favorite
no?
bewheeled Hebrew.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That said,
Good
I'm probably
choice.
the only person who can drive this thing, and I have been keeping to within the legal limits.
Mm-hmm.
And we Shanghai all of them.
Okay, so when you sit them down and they're all fucked and you can basically do what you want them, are you going to take them with you or are you just going to get the keys and just fuck off? Leave them there for a bit.
Let us confer. Do we want to keep these guys? Because these guys look like they're engineers. They're stupid, but they're engineers.
Why not?
They're skilled labor. So
More merrier.
if anyone asks, we will say that we bought the transport and they were unconscious in the back when we transported it. Okay, let's stick with that fucking plan. Okay.
Sounds normal to
A
me.
shady-looking man in a back lot sold us a bridge and this transport. And all we kept was the transport.
Can I be the shit looking man?
Okay, and yeah, just tuck these boys into bed, into their nice, comfy sleeping bags, and lace them all the way up so they can't move. and put them in a recovery position so they don't choke on their own vomit.
That's a good plan.
And let's get this bitch back to a transport.
Okay. You fucking bundle them up. While they're
Okay,
unconscious.
I'll actually message the boys up at the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing so, do we got a place that some people can crash? But I mean, and that will be encoded. We have a bunch of people we can Shanghai if you want them.
Jimmy responds on the comm like, yeah, sure. And he gives you some coordinates, and basically some of his security boys will pick them up discreetly.
Okay.
And
Can we
he
use
kind of confers that, you know, he can get rid of their uniforms and shit, so they can take them back on the ship safely without rousing too much suspicion.
Can we get a transport resprayed?
He kind of goes off the horn for a minute, says some stuff to Valenia, and is like, yeah, we can get one of our, you know, landing craft fucking redone. Might take us an hour or more, but
Good.
could probably do it.
Let's see. These boys are going to be out for the rest of the evening. I think they're going to take at least 6 hours to even wake up. Even more if I force the rest of this bolt down the throat.
Right, so we got ourselves some new boys.
Well, you know what they say. If it goes in through the intestine, it bypasses the liver.
Right. I think at this stage, since we're down like fucking 3 people, I will close it there for the evening. We'll do a little bit of bookkeeping and so forth off screen.
So is it?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final secret hidden way of chaos to recruit people. It's called internal recruitment.
Yep.
Amen.
Merry
got
Christmas,
try.
everyone. I'm sure we will see you all again shortly. Maybe this month, maybe next month. Who knows? We'll see how all our
We'll see how
schedules
things
line
go.
up. Yep. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.